It does make it a little bit more difficult to, really gauge exactly what to expect from these teams. But when we look at it within the microcosm of the Esports World Cup, yeah, great. You've won your series. You haven't dropped a map.
What more could you ask for?
Exactly. The same to be said for VP, who had a tougher opponent of complexity, or that could be argued with their loss to M80, but either way.
Flet's going to be cooking up some util to get the boys into B. ZywOo, however, has got a lot on his plate. 12 bullets in that USP. Let's see if he can dispatch a majority of VP before the cavalry arrive. You can see they've already cleared out ramp.
Well, rotation is going to be miles away if VP hit the go.
Now, what are they waiting for? It's actually giving the CTs a bit more time here.
Well, Electronic is the probe. He's seeing how much room he can find. Hasn't taken any contact.
Oh wait, my mini-map's bugged. Cool.
Yeah, you just hit a Alt-R.
Done.
An Alt-R for the refresh, but Electronic's made a lot of space. I don't think he's been heard. Oh, okay, well, he's been noted now.
ZywOo, you've been here this whole time. He's cracked one across and, doesn't nail the first. Now that he's noted and he's deleted. Good work eventually. Moving 3. Spinks takes one as well. So everyone's kind of got their one. It's time for Flames and Mezzy to do the same.
From Flamesy, though.
He can't deny the plant, but he has got the element of surprise. No, he hasn't. Flit immediately catches a glimpse of him. And Mezzy's got a duel with Electronic as well. This is uncomfortable for Vitality now. Flames trying to be proactive. Jumps out of the apartments and has managed to land a bullet into Electronic. Mezzy and damn, Flit looking good. He finds the necessary frags. Electronic and Flit with a double kill to start us off.
Yeah, that looked great from Flamesy in terms of just jumping out the window to avoid the van player and trying to isolate that one fight towards the front of the market door. And, having ZywOo over towards B as the worst case. All right, guys, we'll be the pack. We'll go and try and take this space. And they got that information over towards A. You have ZywOo in case they come early and you think, well, this is ZywOo, great on pistols. Let's see if he can get us a couple of kills. Only able to get away with one. And the rotation from Vitality was there in time just due to allowing Electronic on that probe. So pissed around to VP on their map choice. A great T-side start, but into the force buy for round number 2. ZywOo with the scout. A couple of MP9s, some pistol upgrades, and a light bit of util. Apex.
Got a similar call.
B. Yeah, very team heavy. And Matthew he had a nice way of putting it. The proactivity of Vitality hides, well, I'm paraphrasing him a little bit here, but they're ugly mid-rounds.
Oh yeah, we saw that on Vertigo. That's why we're not going to be playing that. Norbert leaping out of the apartments does take down the only Vitality defender of this B-bomb site. So I guess you go for a second bite into the 3rd round. Considering your full investment here, just the one loss.
I wonder, what we're going to see if Vitality have changed anything on this map, because there's conversations, and I don't know that we need to get too deep into them at the moment, but it's about how some of the players could be used. And Apex is one of these in-game leaders who likes to play map control positions on the CT side, being connector. How the pistol round and a force buy, normally you do things a little bit more out of the box, right? You're either hoping you get the stat correctly. They had an aggression on that CT side. So we'll see when we get to the rifle rounds if anything has changed for this team within the break. Because I know one of the conclusions that some of the minds of Counter-Strike out there come to is it feels like Vitality might not have trust, or at least Apex from the leadership position, in some of the players to make the right decisions. So he plays those spots. And you can be very influential as an in-game leader in those spots, but one of the things you want to avoid is getting in-game leader brain where you're focusing too much on the radar and rotations, because you get caught out in a very key position on the map. You need to be finding impact. But, we watch some Apex games on Nuke when he's outside, right? He's mauling players with smoke spams. Well, nice movement from Norbert. They're making that one look beautiful. So he's no slouch, but, well, sometimes he is, sometimes he isn't.
Yeah,
but you have to take the good with the bad, right?
Yeah, he's a little volatile in the fragging department.
And in the emotions. That's why we love him.
Oh, look at this mid-push. And it looks like Flit's been set up for success, unable to land the transfer, so just a one and done. Spink's good to shut him down mid-range. Continues to push forward. Norbert's just taking this space. Wow, perfect punish here from VP. And already it feels like Vitality haven't had a chance to play. Sure, the pistol, but into the 2nd and 3rd, it's just been abusing this B-bomb side.
Precisely.
Flame's gone.
I think that's a key that you've just highlighted. So within the early stages of this match, they've just conditioned the B-bomb side, or at least the idea that this is the side they're going to be hitting. So we'll see if that continues going into the gun rounds.
Like, they're professional players at Vitality. They're not going to be kind of under the impression like, okay, they're going to keep coming. But it is proof from VP, like, hey, we'll happily waltz in. If you're not playing bodies on B, we can already be getting that bomb down.
I think that was something that happened yesterday with G2 going up against Spirit on Ancient, right, with those calls from G2 to go towards A time after time. And that's a map where you do the heavy press mid, you do the heavy press B, and maybe you leave A under fortified or not fortified at all. And then it's a game of bluff. Okay, hold up, they just did an A play. Surely now they think they've conditioned us, we'll play somebody, and you go again. And how deep does this rabbit hole go?
Yeah, the Mongols on A Ancient, that was always they were quite relentless. taking these smaller, lesser occupied sites. Looks like Flames has got his headset off. We may have a small delay. Just adjusting his earpiece, I think.
He's having a conversation with the admin team. We'll see if this one gets rectified quickly or not. We've got plenty more best of threes coming your way today. This is the first one just kicking things off here at the Esports World Cup for day number 3 of competition. And our second quarter-final. Got Mouse versus
late,
Furia. Yeah, you did. You're a naughty boy.
I'm going to stay up late again.
Past your bedtime.
G2 Spirit was a banger, and I had to go 3 just to really screw my sleep schedule. But we also had Na'Vi FaZe.
You going to stay out for that one?
I have to.
All right.
I have to. I'm intrigued. I'm
Major
very
grand
intrigued.
final rematch?
Yeah, and I'm just interested to see what form FaZe are in. I haven't been watching much of their Counter-Strike so far.
It was FlyQuest they played against, and it was 2 very close maps.
Oh, that's right.
That was on the same time we were covering G2 versus Mongols on day number 1.
So yeah, I'm going to be interested to see what form FaZe are in up against an opponent that they'll be giving full respect to.
Well, here we go. It looks like B once more, or at least the early probe. Early util lobbed out, flash forward, extinguish and go.
He's in so much trouble. Good util though. Look at the damage. They weather the storm.
That's a 1G.
Bit of a 1G, yeah. Fame takes himself down. And they've locked it down. Oh, this is dreamy. We were just talking about conditioning. One way to say no is to have 5 alive as they try and do a pace switch, charging into B on the first gun round. This has been shut down, running through the Molotov, running into their own Molotovs, and there it is, one little blemish on the record with the HE from Electronic, but yeah, Apex, he knows what that means. It's a message to James saying, try someone else.
That feels really good. The fact that you're able to shut that down with just the 2 players over towards the B bomb site and also make Fame look a little bit funny. You can see just getting chunked down as he drops into his own flames. So he's going to be feeling a little bit silly about that one, but that's sometimes just the way she goes. All right, VP, do we see you transition now into something a little bit more default heavy? No, we'll just continue the pack rolls, but we've knocked on one door plenty of times. Let's try the other. Apparently this is a game show.
It is, and it's funny that they are going to be starting quite heavy towards B and mid. Poor Apex. He's going to be screaming, there's 1,000 nades in the sky. I need some assistance. They're not going to be respecting his smoke. I'll tell you that much for free. Apex, what have you got for us? He's tracked. Whoa, just about. 20 bullets later, does deal lethal damage to Fame. Flit goes down to Flames. Good response from the con players. Zywo and Mezzy going to hit in CT as that bomb does get planted by Electronic.
James has good...
Clear. Exposed and executed. Nice from Zywo.
It's highlighting James' utility. Don't worry about that.
Zywo's going to close this one down. Mezzy, do you clear your corners? You don't clear your corners, and Norbert's going for some trigger discipline. That smoke keeps him completely hidden. They're going to overlook him. He does tap into the one. Mezzy needs to react. Spam from the smoke. That was necessary. Good work from Vitality. And Norbert giving it everything it was worth.
I like the decision to go for the ult first, right? Because you get the jump on Zywo on top of Ticket, and then you think Mezzy's still going to be in front of you as you swing the crosshair back. But the fact he jumped up on the box, you see him flip around with the crosshair, go, wait, where the hell did he go? So that one's a bit unfortunate for Norbert there. But these direct approaches from VP, you see Apex there labored. Fortunate that he got one. But another decent shutdown from Vitality. I wonder if these direct approaches from VP are trying to account for the fact that they think Vitality will be aggressive on the CT side in moments, just looking to try and win rounds. You know, shoving all in mid. Can they win it there? Going aggressive towards A with some pushes like we saw on Pistol.
Like, we're already into round 6. We're nearly halfway through this attacking half. Yet to see that slow VP default, and it's getting shut down in mid. Look at them go. Flames, Spinks, Apex, Norbert only the one, and the round is already done. There's 1 minute 30 still on the clock.
Yeah, these have been some fast rounds, but this is now Vitality in control of the rhythm of the game, right? The Pistol with the conversions, we're talking about the conditioning towards B, well, it's being completely flipped on the head. You go for a B rush on the first gun round, you get shut down by Vitality. Then you go in towards an A execute, sure, you get in towards the site, you get the bomb down, but you still get absolutely smothered as you try and take that space and control to get set up for the retake. And then you go, all right, well, now we're just going to do a mid play, and you get mauled there too. Vitality had it literally every single member cheating over, multiple players in connector, window, and short for the fight.
Is James just having a chat, or is he disconnected? Okay.
Maybe he's having a, you know, he's doing a French tactical timeout, taking a page out of...
Right, you know.
Norbert Scout, it's obviously Norbert special. I'd love to see this one. It's classic. Can't stop ranting and raving about it.
Spinks could not be better positioned for this one. They've got a very heavy mid setup here. Flash for the push of Flames. Does well to find Fame.
Come on,
there will be pre-aim. There's no doubt about it. You can see Electronic and James just waiting for Flit.
3 of them tucked in. All right.
And he's off. Does well, managing his angles, falls into the third. And Norbert's scout doesn't get too much done.
All right, well, 3 straight from Virtus Pro, now 4 on the trot from Vitality. In that 4-round spree, the bomb's gone down once. Let's see, will there be a tactical timeout to have a discussion from VP? Get the newly appointed coach. I know he's been there from before the break, but I'm going to say Zoma. It's X-O-M-A now. I'm sure for all the Russian speakers out there, we're saying it incorrectly, but let us know. Maybe we can try and do it your way.
Eccentric, Flames in assistance of Apex this time.
At least they've sold some mid-pressure this time around. You've got the window smoke in, top camp, molly towards connector. This makes it feel like more of a default round. But a heavy rifle setup, so Apex to be the surprise. Flames need to take first contact. Spinks and Zaiwu, the one tasked with middle, and that AWP posted up on short has given them deep sight lines. So being able to call mid primarily clear on Vitality. They don't have eyes towards underpass. And setting up for the A-go. Flamesy, Apex. How many can you stop?
Counter utility in. Flames a little mid-sight smoke, give him some options. They throw the util and pause. Flit going to try and fake out with an additional smoke. That's the entirety of their smoke grenades. They are going to make the play into Flames. It's one and done. Norbert up Tetris. Apex hoping to be overlooked. Ready for the balcony player. Fame delayed. Norbert pushing. He's already across to bench. They're going to overlook him. This is big for Apex, and he's going to find at least one. Can he deny the plant? Oh, he can't. He covered nicely. James does manage to get his gun out in time, as he needs to find some impact here. Good start. Takes down James, and a 2-on-2 emerges. Zaiwu coming in from conside. Flit hit the shot from the ramp. Zaiwu. Smoke on the bomb will already get them a bit uncomfortable. It's a hard one now. Missing that first shot. He realizes his chances are fading. Just going for a stick. And never mind. Fake flick. Now he has to hold it. Flick just needs to spam the smoke. Oh dear. Zaiwu pulled it out of his arse. A 1 versus 2. Up against the odds, up against 2 rifles, he still manages to emerge victorious.
Yeah, that buffer of cash that they have, you know, it definitely allows Zaiwu to have the liberty to go for a round like that. After the first missed shot, you think, okay, well, he's going to be done now. How's he going to make it in towards the site? But the fact that he pulls that off and so brazenly, smoke on the bomb, it's going to pay for itself as Vitality keep the winning streak alive. Now, 5 in a row. Bomb going down again, a bit of a double pump from Virtus Pro. But not enough to secure the round. That one's going to have some mild frustrations because you feel you could have started getting back in the winning ways as far as the gun rounds are concerned. But max loss bonus, bomb goes down, cash available for a purchase.
Yeah, that was really nice from Zaiwu. Also just using all the time he had available, using all his resources, that smoke grenade made that round doable.
Just take a look at the left-hand side of your screen right now. You can see extra cash for everybody on Vitality. So it will take a couple of rounds to be able to grind them down. Already heading into round number 9. MR12, it can get away from you quick. Insta window lines up. Away it goes with a little jump, step and a throw. Window will be obscured. 6th landing on that one.
Oh my goodness, it looks like a default.
Oh, it's about time really, isn't it? The direct approaches of VP haven't rewarded in anything since the pistol with the conversions against the Force, and that's where Vitality were more gambling. They've definitely had a couple of more outside-of-the-box setups, right? You can see, you know, all in towards mid or the AWP over towards ticket. Apex in that previous round as the sleeper agent in the site. He's the con player, so playing Counter-Strike by the nameplates. It can come back to haunt you if you think, oh, wait, Apex should be coming in from con. We won't clear the site.
We clear the boost. Just beautifully managing his ankles. James just better. Not ready for the walkout from Electronic. At least Flames brings it back to a 4v3, does get that trade onto Electronic. It was Fame that got the frag though, so nameplates indicate at least one more towards the ramp. Flames and Zaiwu responsible for that. Norbert just parked mid for the late piece.
Good.
Flash could. And is. Takes one. Flip will find it.
Bomb would have been spotted there as well.
Interesting that Zaiwu opts to go back towards the jungle side. Norbert trying to beat them. An audible scope, perhaps no, Norbert was too far away. Got the cross, but sitting duck is James. Looking a bit Stuck out in the open there. Overlooked Norbert's position, so it does work out for VP. Or does it? Mezzi pushing the smoke. Looking him, Norbert has saved VP there. A high impact round from Norbert. And maybe it's just, you know, my memory, but I feel like we've been singing the praises of Norbert for a little while in this VP jersey.
He's definitely had some really good patches throughout the 2024 so far. As these big games, then still for his type of position can have some pretty miserable games as far as the stat lines are concerned. But yeah, there's been some big Norbert moments, and that one there is important. You can't lose two back-to-back one-on-twos in your favor. That would start to get the tilt factor for VP really riled up. Back 10 for Electronic. Rifles in the hands again for Vitality. A chance to break them late in the half, VP, if you win this one.
Norbert applying early pressure towards the B site, but no reaction as he feels comfortable. You've invested a lot of your smoke grenades.
You can see how ready to fight Vitality out towards middle. This is just by seeing Flamesy gravitating towards Connector alongside of Apex. Spinks lying in wait in window, and then, oh, Norbert just taking down Mezzi towards B. Okay.
Oof.
That's going to open things up. I feel like Vitality are going to be forced into have to fighting middle for some information space or potentially a trade back.
That's what Flit and Electronic are expecting as well. Vision obscured. Flit advancing. That's a missed shot from Zaiwu. That's uncomfortable now for the Orb. Incendiary being punished. Leaps across. Gets into the side. Just ignores him. Says you can have ladder. I want the B side. Apex gives it a go. Zaiwu won, but not ready for the flank. Still gets away with another. Covered by Flames. And now a 2-on-2. I thought this round was locked in for VP, but with 35 seconds left, you need to prioritize that plant. Fame and Norbert, what have you got? Zaiwu kicking up a fuss, trying to just obscure, or rather clear the smoke for an angle towards the apartments. Tries to draw attention. And wow, how has Norbert not found that? Flame does a lot in this round, and it's not over yet. Fame rather, up against Flame. And Flames takes 3. That is a recovered round from Vitality. 5 frags between the two of them. Zaiwu and Flames deliver a crucial 6th round.
Zaiwu's fear factor on the AWP there is what made it a little bit dicey. They were so focused on his position over towards short with the AWP. Flames, he was able to find that timing to eke his way out the window. So good stuff from him. 9 kills in total. Leading the charge. At least for Vitality's sake, it is Norbert who found the opener in that round. So closer in the previous, opener in this one. Still not enough to get the round on the board, and we are at the tail end of this first half of play.
Flames and M4A4 enjoyer.
Another little mix-up. We've seen so many different moves from Vitality. This is Apex out the window into the underpass, looking for early B fights, and mid is awfully clear.
Yeah, a little suspicious. Mezzi and Spink start to prepare themselves for what could be quick B, and it is. Here comes the util. Spink that looks like a good HE, tucks into the corner, and manages to spray down at least one. Mezzi combines, and VP, they're getting escorted immediately back to spawn. Nothing here for Flit. He just wants a rifle. Frag. Nice work from Flit. No, Spinks was there too. And Apex is activating. He might be able to catch James leaving with the bomb here. James aware of the push possibility, but Apex has won the round with that one. Just like that, a 7th secured for Vitality.
Yeah, Dink dead and a lot of those jewels there, and good utility usage from Vitality as well. The nades, also catching them with bottles of flame on the way out, so good stuff from Vitality. Started with the pistol and the conversions going against them, but since then, it's been 7 out of the 8 rounds of play. And the round they won came down to a 1-on-1, but Mezzi was definitely within his rights to win. VP have bought what they can for this final round.
Not the worst, not the best. In fact, distinct lack of util, so it's going to have to be bullets for VP if they want to try and find an advantage to start us off here in the final round of their attack. Oh, Mezzi, you are getting a little bit big for your boots. He's already called apps clear, but he has to just park the bus here. That's a gift for the defense. Oh, never mind. It's Norbert that steps into the Mezzi push.
You can't really go through this if you're on the T side. That smoke's so deep. Obviously, the way the CS2 smokes plume as well, it just seems so big. You need to look for a fight elsewhere. You're already down a man and make it another. Pain continues for VP.
This is VP's pick. And they're the ones getting picked apart. Fame does brave that smoke. And now he knows he can try and surge into the site, take some space as the rotations come through. Spinks. Be cognizant that bench could already be under VP control, and that's confirmed as Apex pushes in. Yeah, without a bit of coordination, that seems a little suicidal. All of you coming in from market as well. This is unfun.
Smoke, Molly, HE to make this possible. Plenty of time. Diffuse gets in play.
Incendiary out. Right, that is a good one from Flames. He got some impact already on the retake. Spinks looking for Fame. James to swing off the contact. And he's done well with that 1v1 though. James just going to be hiding. And there's time for Spinks here. A 5th round fought for vehemently by VP, and they will secure it. Competitive first half in this quarterfinal. The Esports World Cup in pursuit of a champion.
To that one, but they lost their map choice, which at the time was Inferno, which is now Vitality's map pick. So maybe this is just VP. They lose on their own map choice, and then they'll win their opponents. We'll find out. We've still got a whole half to get through.
And that's the end of ZywOo. We know he's one of the best, if not the best, in the pistol. Not this time. Cut down by James. Just his 4th frag as well. James, I expect him to start to hit some shots once he gets the AWP in his hands on this defense. And Flitzel Beretta's good for 1. It's the electronic pair onto Apex out Palace. The bomb, however, will likely go down into this 2v2.
Flash on Norbert. Will that come into play?
Oh, what you going, Spinks? He thought he had way more time. Trying to reposition it, puts it all onto Flames.
He can win a round like this.
He certainly can. No kit. Flame's going to be cognizant that it's unlikely, unless he's hearing a smoke grenade. Ooh.
Someone's got to stick it.
And they're going to hit it. Nice work. It's Norbert again. I feel like he's the one that's been securing the important kills in VP's round conversions more often than not.
Yeah, decent amount of impact kills. That one right there, obviously, to get the diffuse through the 1v2 situation that were 1v1 against that of Mezzy. Some frustrations from Apex being shown, but that's a bit of a classic, isn't it? It's just going to feel a little bit sour losing both pistols. But with the bomb down, do we see a Vitality force buy? This was a crispy one from Mezzy in that first bullet straight into the dome of James. We'll get our answers in a moment if we see the force buy, or if they'll just hold on to these Glocks.
Nice shot from Norbert there on Spinks' cross.
It did feel a bit weird that Spinks was trying to move out of that site, right? So Coach Extern's just having a word with the admin team. Hopefully not too many dramas, and we will see the force buy.
It's util heavy, Chad. Just Tech 9s and a whole lot of util. Is this just going to be kind of, you know, shock and awe into a site with everything covered and considered? Oops, fumbled on the jump boost.
Actually could be a difference maker, couldn't it?
Yeah. Gets himself across all the same.
Feigning mid-pressure, so how close will the support stay of Norbert?
Head of the nade. Mezzy making his move. Spinks and ZywOo swallowed that one, though. This looks like it could go horribly wrong, horribly quick. Just as easy as those opening 2.
Oh!
Nothing from Mezzy. Couldn't find the head. Instead, just chips away at him into the shoulder blades. Now it's uncomfortable for Apex. No plant available. There's too many bodies on the site running into them. Jane collects. And we're up 7-7.
I'd really like to see that from Norbert's perspective. Spinning on a dime right there into that frag. That was huge. Again, you're talking about Norbert's impact. He's up to 14. Tippy top of the server right now. Norbert's continuing. Smoke perfect. You think, okay, yeah, there should be a couple here for Electronics. ZywOo does well, but this is it from Norbert. Okay, yeah, he's just flicked into it. There's not a whole lot of control onto that. Great shot from Norbert.
Yeah, I'd like to take it back. It's not Mezzy's fault at all. That's just Norbert being an absolute madman. Commits to the spray. High sense activities.
I have invested a little bit here, Vitality. There's some deagles upgraded in the hands of 4, a flash in the hands of Flamesy. You're just looking for damage if you're Vitality. See how many of these rifles you can make them reinvest into the next. You don't want to give them such a comfy start. And they did have quite a comfy start into the first half, but all in rounds after rounds. Stalled out as...
Labored.
This is very labored, isn't it? Don't want to lose Electronic. He needs to keep his head tucked.
Oh, blimey. I don't think we got anything more from ZywOo, but that was real quick. On the draw, Jane will close it down. Yeah, he is starting to close that gap. He's equalized now with the majority of his squad.
So what, about 3K worth of investment to force 2 CTs to have to rebuy everything or get dropped. So a decent amount of damage. Here it is in slow-mo. Bang, and that bullet was meant for Electronic. Norbert's just the one to take it between the eyes. All right, AWP out for Jame. Not the same for ZywOo on the other side of the server. VP now into the lead, but just by 1. Will it be the same story as the first half? Pistol conversions and then falling flat for a spree. Let's find out.
Mid completely clear. A lot of information, and Fame confirms ramp feels under scrutiny. Quick to commit. Off you got. Flames an opening and a lineup for Fame. What is that from Fame? Ready for Mezzy. Triple kill in defensive A. Segregated. Apex thinks he might have a chance to plant. He's not wrong. Gets the bomb down, and Spinks, the late piece, will they overlook it?
They're so aware of the look. Jane was literally still looking at B apps as he was rotating away from B.
Well, you know you've just killed 3 on A. Spinks is giving her timing. Oh, Flint's still considering it. This is all about Spinks' decision-making. When does he choose to move? Too early, it seems. Apex in trouble. 1 shot, 2. Oh, and Apex another! A triple kill from the in-game leader, and he might get a 4th! Baby! Shrug of the shoulders, an insane clutch from Apex!
Just dancing around, out the sandwich, smooth, crouching into fights, and how the hell has he pulled that one off? Spinks, they had his number, read him like a book, knew that that flank was coming in, knew the exact type of player they were dealing with, and it's Apex who has to step up with a 1v4.
That was so good. We'll see it again. This is just the last one, the pièce de résistance. Jane got him to 5 HP, Chad. 5 HP, 1 bullet left in the mag, and he takes him down. Yeah, look at the faces, just shocked, baffled. How has that happened? I mean, okay, you can't win a pistol, but you can win a 1v4.
Well, you've got the ZywOo 1v2 within the first half. Now you've got Apex stepping up with something quite magnificent indeed.
Bloody hell.
And that is another round that felt like it should have been VPs. That one is going to sting, and it leaves a mark in the finances as well. Losing it to Apex, right? That one, you know, oh, we've lost to the in-game leader. We've lost that 1v4 to the man we should be having in the pocket.
Oh, Mezzy's a dead man. Or not! Ooh, 8 HP in it. Fame just about pulls it across the line. Will they overlook Electronic? It's looking increasingly like it's happening. And 1, 2 on the FAMAS. Should be brought down through the boards. Apex, again, already needs to do a lot. He's got ZywOo with him, though. That's quite the potent partnership.
They're boxed in. Look at this quick flank from the likes of Norbert and Fame, who...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's quite a large miss.
That's a bad miss. Okay, now, ZywOo is on an adventure, and understandably so, given the time. They want the CTs to start getting a bit confused as to what's open, what's worth being considered, and yeah, well-timed on Flit there, catches Apex.
Flit's positioning tells me he knows that this is a possibility.
Around. He knows, but not quite ready for ZywOo. The pace on that. Fame. Oh, Fame. Started this round with a magnificent push into the Palace, and that's one way to recover from the 1v4.
Had to make good on that promise, because that would have been the cash shattered and a red carpet for Vitality to be staring down the barrel of double digits already accrued. So nice one started by Fame with that push, but Electronic, right? Well, they've already just pushed apps, you know, he's not going to take that type of a swing. But you see Electronic, he's always in these cheeky positions, right? Boost up B balcony, now he's on A Palace. Feels like he goes wherever he wants. Well, the Hero AK now out for the likes of ZywOo, the rest with a couple of pistol upgrades besides Apex just rocking the Glock. Likely the one that donated that AK across to ZywOo.
You know, we joke.
There's stickers on it, so maybe not.
About the ZywOo go kill. This is very much what he's been tasked with. Does well to at least provide the trade, albeit a little bit.
I thought he finished him,
crappy.
the classic.
Yep.
Yeah, he should be dead, right? Whoop, hold up, let me finish that one off.
Comes back for his seconds. The A side's completely vacant. What's VP's game plan here? Just concerned about middle?
Surely not throw multiple bodies through the vent.
They are. 3 players just creeping in the crawler.
The round could have been done there.
Yeah, right? If it's I would just park the bus, that gets awkward.
Look at the multiple search parties. Hey guys, there's nobody home.
This is so weird, they can't believe it. Zaiwu does fall after 1. Additional frag towards CT. Now they return towards A. Norbert's going to be taking this fight with Flames. Huge work from Flames in the absence of armor. Oh, can't cover. Just live. Apex doing everything he can. A little burst. Clock jump shot and Flames has hit it. Can he come up clutch? This would be another one that VP should have converted. It's up to James. Flames no Kev. Doesn't really matter up against the AWP. That's well positioned for the incendiary. Tries to clear out that right side corner. But it is planted for Flames.
There's a kid in the back of the side, but it's awkward. He might not be able to find it.
He's looking for it.
Seen it now.
There it is. Picks it up and holding. Flames needs to commit to this. He's too scared, playing scared. No, James got off it. And he hits the shot with just enough time to lock it down for a 10th. Valiant attempt from Vitality considering the investment. But James, he saves the day.
Yeah, that one would have been surely the backbreaker for VP. You lose that one after the Apex 1v4 as well, knowing that that was just an AK and a couple of pistols invested. You would have been in hot water. But they hold on again. As the flip flashed forward for the opener, Zaiwu making sure he finishes his meal. And then, yeah, as I said, multiple search parties. Everybody checking every corner. Have they pushed A? Are they Palace again? Well, they had evacuated the site completely. Zaiwu with the AWP out now.
Okay, here we go. T-side AWPing. Standard spread. It's brave from Flip. Holding that angle. He does chip away at the AWPer. Feels it.
Looked into his teammate's flash, didn't he? Oh, another team flash?
The other side of that smoke. Apex resides. Apex revealed now. Nice shot onto James. Flip back. This is going to be chaotic. Flip nice on the double. And a big one back from Spinks. Some significant damage dealt. Flip's going to activate, looking for more. Mezzi on towards the ramp as well. It's just a biff, a full brawl in middle. And it's Vitality that leave with the lead. Heavy advantage. Norbert just braving these flames. The spread brings him low. That's significant damage. 64 damage. Oh, they knew trying to poke his nose around the corner.
Yeah, knew it was likely B, but there they definitely know exactly where he was. They've heard the singe, they've thrown some nades to deal with it. The bomb's now been picked up from Apex, and that was crazy over towards middle. Either team with team flashes, right? You saw the one for Flit to pick top mid, copped his teammates in the face, and then when they came out from underpass, the T's throwing it to facilitate Apex, trying to grab some room. And he gets it in the face. It almost cost them in a big way, but a nice little double kill there from Apex. More impact from the in-game leader.
You know, he's no slouch. And if anyone feels bad or gets bullied by their friends for having a dad crosshair, you know, a big chunky monkey, like we have here on the Observer PC.
Yeah, but that's for the visibility of all of you at home who don't have to squint too hard.
But Apex rocks it, and he's hanging with the big boys, okay? You can tell them next time.
It is interesting to see play. I get like the comfort over so many years of playing Counter-Strike, sticking with like similar crosshairs or similar resolutions, and it is hard to shake.
Yeah, I mean, I actually learnt that MC, one of our observing team, and general technical wizard, he plays with the Observer crosshair. I guess he's just spent
so used to it, just spending all these hours glaring directly at it. Well, let's just say VP are financially worse for wear. They've only lost 2 rounds in this half, but the last spree, there's been some real close moments, so haven't been able to accrue too much of a CT-sided economy, and that's why you can see Norbert going for the save in the 1-on-3. Not only a difficult round to win, but a weapon that they need quite desperately.
Different round if Mezzi doesn't clear out Fame. Second tactical timeout taken by VP. As Vitality do post their second T round, the bar was set. 7-5 half in favor of Vitality.
Well, we are returning to this impact round, the Apex 1v4. So Spinks goes down. This second one just catches Flip right under his nose. No trade from Fame. Right, Fame there, unable to finish that one off. Puts it down to 45. USP comes out because it's the AWPer last alive. And that one, that is where things really could have started going wrong. But VP have been able to bounce back. That timeout that you just discussed, well, it's more to decide, you know, what are we going to do with our limited funds? Because the loss bonus bottom of the barrel, They have been able to get out a couple of upgraded pistols. Norbert's dropped that M4 across the Flit to hopefully find some impact, giving himself a FAMAS to work with. Heard Mezzi in the pre-game interview talking about how difficult it can be to be up against a team like VP because there's always something up their sleeve. Right? Oh, do they have enough money for an AWP? You always need to be on guard when you're playing Virtus Pro. Obviously, their identity shifting a little bit since the addition of Electronic. They tend to like to run through smokes a whole lot more these days.
There's certainly something up their sleeve here. Armed and dangerous is Flit. Slower pace to this one. Look how much utility Vitality still have. They'll start to play now. I guess just kind of essentially giving the 30 seconds to see if there was anything aggressive and coordinated from VP. Here's Flit's M4 taking a swing into the AWP, no less.
He's got a flash, right? There was a flash that came over from B. You can see he just obviously wasn't wide enough because Zywo hit that one with ease. So the rifle that was donated has been dropped without any impact. Fame can't do anything either. This one falling apart at the seams now for VP. Should be tied up 10-10 for Vitality. Just need to get towards the site now.
I was going to say, yeah, maybe we'll just retrieve the M4 and save. James already a step ahead. He's grabbed it from window and finds himself just battening down the hatches over on that B site.
Yeah, better than the alternative, which would be a full eco coming into the next. It's going to be that 1900 loss bonus, so they will hold on to these goods. I imagine take the save around these weapons, fight with them the best they can, and then have a rifle round going into the next when the scoreline for Vitality should read 11-10. This is just the first map of the best of 3. We're done with the resurrection bracket, the best of 1's your chance to get back in the tournament, and that was Furia having the luxury of practicing Nuke all day yesterday.
Yeah, crazy.
Was surprising to see Mongols allow that when they are the ones who had the choice between Inferno and Nuke on the final best of 1 of the day, but hey, they gave the Brazilians the opportunity and they seized it.
Yeah, can't fault Furia if it's given to you.
All right, bomb goes off, round secured, 10-10, 20 rounds deep in this one. And there's Zywo coming out of the flashbang to take down Flit, so yeah, that one is going to feel a little bit frustrating. Dominoes easily could have started to tip the other way. Let's say Flit gets the first, but still gets traded. Then they come up con. Fame grabs one. Then he gets traded. At that point, okay, maybe, just maybe, VP can scrap it together in all of the chaos, but no saved guns. And away we go again. James, the one with the A1S. Stops the movement there. Still break the vent. Flashes were on Fame early. Now it was just the smoke towards the A ramp. A smoke for Norbert to work with as well.
Flit, the stepping stool, has been brought over to get James back where he was looking for. Into ladder. And a kind of anti-eco spread. They've kind of parked the bomb towards A site and sent the majority towards middle and B just to ensure no early info pushes from VP.
These type of rounds can be tough, and you'd see it with lesser teams. I think maybe even using M80 as an example in the early stage of the complexity game yesterday, when they knew they were against an anti-force or an anti-eco, they were sitting back, okay, is there an aggressive move? No. Okay, now let's go through our map control variation. I think with Vitality, this is a much better and well-understood team of...
Oops.
Just as I was singing their praises. Well, I missed window smoke, but they understand, hey, we need to, if they're not going to fight us, go for the aggro move, which is what you wait for early. Oh, James.
Oh, audible. Oh, the spread. He's going to go down 100-0.
That's why he missed the window smoke, Alex.
Part of the plan.
That's exactly why Spinks missed that.
Flit could have something, but it's going to be cleared well. Further away from the angle was Spinks. And there's a nice cleanup. I mean, that's a tilter. I'll tell you what is a tilter. 1v4, 100-0 with the only rifle. They've had a couple here on Mirage.
Yeah, James looks very silly here, doesn't he?
Oh, wait, hang on, jump. Oh, bugger. Okay.
Yep, and he missed the jump at the start of the round as well. So that M4 saved for 2 rounds from Norbert results in absolutely 0 impact.
Respect to James, though. I mean, that's...
What, to not lose your cool?
Didn't even raise his fist towards the desk.
Definitely.
I don't think I've ever seen James hit the... Oh. Back-to-back rounds, or are we watching a replay? He has attempted to get towards the same similar position. It looks like we're going to be getting him out mid again.
This is a bit more direct, a bit more pep in the step. They don't have to worry about, hey, where is this one rifle saved? They're the ones setting the tone right now. Vitality 2 rounds away from picking up this first map of play and then moving to Inferno, their turf, where they absolutely turfed VP when they met just before the break. Iwu 17 kills, had a clutch of his own, a 1v2 in that first half. Everybody contributing for Vitality. Well, VP are allowing Vitality to go through the paces for this mid control. Vent room's theirs. Connector could be. No utility to really speak of for VP to close out this round. Diffuse kit not in sight, just 1 HE for Jame. Well, they've parked Flamesy up in towards that ladder room. He'll be able to hear the rotations, might even be able to catch a player if they go for an aggressive maneuver. So right now he's the sleeper cell. What will he be able to offer? He also will get to activate late, as we do see Vitality now group up with 4 and set themselves onto just a contact.
Late is the key word here, Chad. You need to get into this site. Walking through ramp at 20 seconds remaining. This is uncomfortable for Vitality. 5 alive on both sides. 15 seconds still yet to cross towards the site. That's a big duel. That's on the bomb. Spinks loses the bomb. They've hit the shots. This has to be a quick retrieval. Where is the bomb? 5 seconds. Get onto the sandwich. Zywoo just about getting it down. The spam can't find him. 1 HP left as he gets it in. Is Flames really in a position to win this? Oh, doesn't look like it. Does manage to chase down one towards the Tetris position. No trade immediately, but Norbert's there. Another impactful close from Norbert.
From something that looked like Vitality were doing the right thing, they get the space, they leave Flamesy there to activate late, they rotate in. The thing was, it looked like they wanted to go contact. As soon as they were at the point to take the fight, that's when they started throwing the util. They didn't really obscure any lines of sight, and then Spinks being the first to go down with the bomb, you can see you want him pathing towards the site here, but he jumps up and over with such limited time left. Maybe you would want Mezzy going for that, or have Zywoo trying to do that. You needed Spinks to be definitely pathing towards the site for the plant.
Yeah, it might be one of those ones where you just...
Didn't realize he had it, maybe.
Yeah. I need big Comic Sans text telling me I've got
blinking in the middle of your screen at all times.
Yeah. They're activating.
Flash and fight.
Yeah, flash and fight. That's the name of the game. Oh, obscured by the HE smoke. Flit still leaves with an opening kill. It's going to be okay to peek over this flame. Oh, a flub smoke from Mezzy. Might be an angle for them to work with around that. Flame starting to maneuver towards this fight on Norbert. Flit, yeah, that's the bad smoke. Oh, and it collapses for Vitality. At such a crucial moment of the game as well. VP in pursuit of 12 first, and it looks like it's theirs. Spinks and Mezzy left standing. So brutal. Such small discrepancies can lead to a 5 versus 2. You think you're covered from Khan, focus your attention on short, and instead, what was a 5v4 becomes a, I'd say, unmanageable 2v5. Is Electronic going to be overlooked? Here in his corners, Electronic strafes out, good for 1. And Spinks with it all to do. Jane collects. We are going to see VP secure 12. We'll have some cash. Significantly comfortable for Vitality to at least put up the best fight possible, taking their time out to make sure they get it all lined up.
Yeah, the finances is one thing you're talking about here, but the other is what is the necessary approach going to be? Because the spree of rounds that they've got, the 3 on the trot, it came with breaking the money and then having the saves, and that was also off some back and forth close rounds, right? There was clutches in the mix. So they were able to whittle Virtus Pro down with their finances, and that's what was able to put them in a position of superiority regarding the guns. Right now, they will be able to buy. Vitality will be able to afford. It's just a tough spot there for Apex. Shouldn't be getting too mad about that one. I don't think they was really able to cover him in that environment. But both teams will have a full buy. There won't be the Zywoo AWP, but will Vitality try and go for something mid-centric again? Will it be a pace change? They have all their nades, right? They don't have to just go all in. And they've been able to get map territory. That round was, VP playing ahead with a bit of confidence.
Oh, they're boosting the AWP up. Oh, God. The movement has not working today.
Yeah, and it might cost him, Alex.
I mean, that would have potentially caught out Apex. It's ahead of the flash. A jump peek from Jame. Good nade. Looks like they've managed to avert the potential for disaster.
You think the clutches that Vitality had won had kind of leveled this game out, because remember, both pistols and conversions going in the favor of VP. If the clutches aren't enough, need to put together a very good team-based round of Counter-Strike here, Vitality, to take us into overtime.
Well, they've got a minute to do it. They have found the path of least resistance towards middle. Flit already concerned about ladder. It's an indicator as to how uncertain he is as to the Vitality positions. 50 seconds as they do start to encroach. James, good read of the situation, looking to bolster the numbers on B. And his Flit to activate onto Apex. Norbert under scrutiny towards the bench position. They are swinging through. Need some support. He goes down to ZywOo. James and Flit locked out in the market. The util lands. You're not pushing that. And a good nade to chip away.
Everybody from market, Alex. They might need to diversify the retake.
No, couldn't find anything. Bit of chip damage onto Flame's back. They're all grouped up. This is uncomfortable. Swinging over the Flames. Nades, jumps, everything's a bit kooky here. But this angle from ZywOo should be set for success. Commits to the spray. Can he find a second? No, good trade back. Electronic in. Do we need overtime? Time to find out. 2 towards the van position. Mezzi on short in this off angle. Will he be overlooked? Looking good from Spinks, gets one. Mezzi, that's an important frag back, and now all onto James. Goes down, and overtime required on map 1 of this quarterfinal.
Yeah, Norbert getting left on an island over towards that B bomb site, and then him swinging to take the fight. He really couldn't stay alive. Isolated had to worry about apps as well as them already leaking up short, so Vitality do eke us over the line. 12.5K, we set ourselves up for looking for 16 as the magic number for one of these two teams to pick up map number 1. Inferno waiting in the wings. Dust 2 as the third and decider if we need to get there. But we're straight back into play. Both teams able to get out the full buys and some frustrations from Norbert. Thought they should have had that one done. Flit had been the difference maker late with a lot of his mid plays. Able to stick the landing as Fame just walks into that AWP as ZywOo. Now they spring to action.
Yeah, James under a lot of pressure. These flashes limit his contributions. Trying to get across and planting. Flame's doing just that. Oh, Flit gone already. God, this round is over before you know it.
Yeah, it might be VP save in overtime. Understandably so. You know, the CTs can really siphon through these finances quite quickly. Can purge you of the cash and, well, you can have a few troubles. They are worried about this Spinks lurk. He actually did find impact from underpass onto Flit. Oh, they are waltzing in. Let's see how close they get.
Still walking. Running for it. Over a ninja defuse. This is actually crazy. There's no time. They can't find the bomb in time. Oh, okay. I mean, giving it a go. At least the AWP is saved. So, you know, best of a bad situation for them. A lot of Vitality members going down with the ship, but that means all diddly squat.
I think one of the luxuries you have if you're a team like VP, and saving is synonymous with the name, is essentially in some of these scenarios you can lull a team into a false sense of security that you are just going to hold onto your guns. But in overtime, Flames are doing the right thing, not getting too far away from that bomb, and well, the bomb too far away from Norbert to get on it with the right amount of time on the clock.
It had legs. Well, yeah, it made sense. Just not going to work out.
Now this is more direct. Vitality, they do just tend to contact up this ramp. It can catch you off guard.
No one's looking at it right now. Flames is going to be having a little look intermittently from the elevated position. Flames caught a whiff. Fame dips down into dark. Molotov's going to force him wide. And he's down empty-handed again. Back-to-back rounds. Fame not been able to do too much here in overtime. Jane good to catch the mid-lurk early. Flit's working on a fast flank ramp. 3 for VP, and now just 2. Apex has managed to find the early encroaching Norbert. Bringing that bomb in now. Flames trying to hold, and wow, just to spam through. The smoke catches Electronic. He was trying to get flashed through at the same time. Nothing
feels like it's team-based for VP though, does it? A lot of the time these kills are just happening without even trade potential. Even a lot of the times that Flit was looking for space, sure, he's being set up by flashes, but he was going in alone. So if he went down, there still wasn't going to be able to be the opportunity to take that room off the back of him. So Vitality doing a great job now that we've made it to the bonus rounds. Making VP look a little bit silly in these last 2. Not rounds that they're even in with a chance of winning. And James looking to hold on to his AWP again. Gets a kill, sure, but that one's just for the HLTV stats page. You see him prioritizing. Oh, you can keep the AK, mate.
It's all yours.
Yeah, hold on to that. All right, well, this might just be the clean sweep. Vitality just waiting to show us their best CS on the T side until they had everything they wanted and more. And Vitality looking really hot now. As mentioned, it feels like everybody's had their contributions. Obviously, Mezzy at the bottom of the scoreboard with 12, but Apex with the 1-on-4, but pushing into CT. This kill right here is a big one to win. ZywOo catching Flit on the flank. Here it is, and deep on the flank as well, so making sure that doesn't even become an issue within the round.
Yeah, I mean, that's what was happening in CT onto Norbert as well. And I like this from Apex. Just this pendulum swinging. Contact into A. Good nade from Norbert. Can he pass this test? A lot of bodies coming his way in that power position towards the bench. Will be overlooked. Oh, flattened his electronic. Norbert gets himself the one, but he kind of needed two. That's asking a lot of him, sure, but look at that smoke from Vitality. You can see how Flit's completely nullified towards short side. Can't even clear it with the nade.
Flamesy the can opener, Alex. He got openings in back-to-back rounds there.
Just running and gunning, takes off electronic. That's a big one. Hang on. With Fame finding Apex, this 3-on-3, it's on. Has to be on. And now Jame finding ZywOo as well. This is all to play for. Oh, and Jame caught out. Good work, wide swing, confident from Spinks. Puts it onto Mezzy. In the apartments, Fame seems to be aware as to his position. There's plenty of time for the mind games to begin. Does Mezzy call this bluff? Does he even move? He doesn't move a muscle. Fame has to go hunting. Mezzy anticipating this loudest Fame. Charging in, catches him on the jump. Well read by Mezzy, and a clean sheet on their T side. 3-0 for Vitality's attack.
Yeah, it feels like they've sucked any energy out of VP that was possible. This is great stuff from VIRTUS Pro to turn the game on its head. Back and forth in nature throughout, and now it's just looking like one-way traffic. Flamesy, as mentioned, has been great, just charging into these sites and finding that opening kill. The CT side, sometimes he finds himself in a few more anchor positions, and there's the frustration from Norbert being unleashed again. But Flamesy, you let him go, you send him in. He's the type of kid with the aim to crack open the bomb site. Yeah. And look at this. They've gone for a double AWP setup on Team Vitality to be the knockout blow. One for Spinks, one for ZywOo.
Interesting.
Something we're keeping tabs on as well, and this is probably bigger picture for Vitality, is Spinks in his lurks. Is he being a bit more active, right? And I think we saw in a couple of those rounds there, he was, letting his team take the initial fight, but then he was not too far behind, trying to catch a timing. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. The life of a lurker. If they're dry into this, ZywOo has a free opener.
ZywOo just looks away. Oh, spotted now. Electronic cancels his plans. Does he? Pushing in. ZywOo flashed off of the line and re-peeking. Everyone fighting for underpass. ZywOo concedes at 50 seconds. He'll smoke it off, so that limits their options. You're not pushing that, so channel towards B.
There's some problems for VP in this final round. The whole point they did the wall smokes with the two mollies on A is to draw the attention from middle away, and it was still locked down. VP are in hot water.
Yeah, they're very uncomfortable. It's going to have to be a hero. Electronic and Flip postured to be the first one in. And it's Spinks. That AWP, it does work out. This double AWP investment already finds an opener. Electronic watching from the sidelines as their map pick gets pulled away, one frag at a time. Lovely hold from Spinks and Mezzy. And Mezzy's still here. He maneuvers around the site, does Flit. Good work from him. A chance to extend play. But the bomb does need to be planted. Fame, tasked with that. Should be able to get it down uncontested. They're going to be boosting short side. Fame needs to choose his post-plant position wisely. ZywOo providing the overwatch cover. Flash to get himself out of dodge, trying to reposition off of the back of it. Flames caught out on the turn. Good team play we're seeing from the two of them. Flit and Fame piecing together a recovery. Apex braves the window. Oh, he can't hit the shot. Flit too good. This is a big round from Flit. You said it had to be a hero play. Well, 4 kills from Flit. I think that's heroic enough. A nice one back from ZywOo. Bomb's not planted from the market. Might cause a bit of a panic from Flit, but nice. Baits the shot out of the AWP. Counts down in his head and runs him down. It's a VP round, and Flit, he's the one to thank.
Yeah, may as well give him the ace there. Doesn't read it in the scoreboard, but we'll give it to him. Does take down ZywOo there with the bomb at the very end, and ZywOo with another attempt on a 1-on-2 CT side AWP, but this time the biggest issue. And that looked like it was done. It looked like Vitality were just going to close this map down, especially after Spinks gets 2. Mezzy was still alive, but they're still able to break through with a round in overtime.
Flip.
And knew that they had to dictate a couple of these fights. If they just sat back and allowed Vitality to slowly comb in towards the side, they would have been isolated and taken out one at a time. Vitality have actually taken their overtime tactical timeout to have this conversation. And look, the double op setup, you feel it worked to get you the opening kill, so do you run it again? Well, apparently that's not the case. Xtaz off the mic. Spinks, I see now buying into an A1S. We're still with his weapon of choice. Full buy obviously available for Virtus Pro, even though they all went down as well. But that was a tough round. As I mentioned, they did that A pressure to draw the mid players back to give them a gap to work through underpass, and they were completely denied. So the fact that they still win that round with the heroics of Flit, that's something special. Are you going to be able to pull that off again?
Jane working up the ramp.
Freebie.
Complete freebie, yeah. Fame delivers an AK-47 and a death.
Feels worse than last round. Yeah. Last round, you didn't get what you wanted with your util. This time, you just lose an opening kill within the first 20 seconds.
Flames cannot believe his luck in such an important round. In a quarterfinal, and Fame just presents himself. Considering making a play.
Look at all the bodies.
He does. Leaps into the smoke. He's gone down again. Just two individual plays. Puts VP down in the dirt, down in the dumps. 3v5. Can Flit do it again? That's a good start. Molly's going to force Mezzy into a position. Doesn't have a smoke, has to swing. Burning, finds a safe haven. Flit will clear him. Look at it. Ooh, look at the pre-aim. It was so close. Still converts. 2v2. All to play for and 49 seconds. Flit, uncertain as the potential for a flank. Looks like James going to be brazen about this in order to confirm it is not a threat. Decisions to be made. Loud footsteps towards T-spawn. James actually going to join his teammate towards the palace. So the decision's been made, and you can see just by cutting the noise, making this decision, it's 4 Sidewoo away. It is going to all hinge on Apex. Can he get this information safely? If he goes down, it's likely a VP round. About 5 seconds before they have to commit and start making noise. Here we go. In the smoke. Apex does choose to spam, and understandably so, not far off the mark. The last couple of bullets do chip at Flit.
Still gets interesting. Apex for this defuse has a smoke and a molly.
Game smoked off, plays ahead of it. Who plays first? As discussed, that util's been used. It falls now to the bullets. Apex caught out. Good work from Flit. Oh my God, Flit, he's going to do it all. Flit does it again! Back-to-back quad kills to keep Virtus Pro in it to win it.
Whoa, the light is shining on Flit right now. Keep this guy alive late. A 3v5 situation that you're able to turn around because Flit gets you another 4K in the most pressure of moments. The map is on the line, and in back-to-back rounds on the T side, he is looking absolutely masterful. Here's the first.
Can we just clone Flit?
Technology's not quite there.
My God. He's just completely impervious to pressure. If anything, he just gets better.
Had to deal with ZywOo as well in the 1v1s of both of those. All right, guys, 2 of you walk out and die, and then Flit will happen.
They say a man meets himself in the face of adversity. And Flit, he does not flinch. He does not buckle. Ooh, Spinks, that's a lot of damage on the tracking of Norbert. Out the window with a white screen. Spamming away, evades the flame. No down. Good from Norbert. It's a double into the site. Could VP really match Vitality's output on this T side? It certainly looks that way. Apex caught walking. Another as well. Comfortable collections for VP, and ZywOo thrust into a 1 versus 5. And we go again. 3-0 VP match it.
The good feeling of getting the 3-0 start on your T side has just been flipped completely on its head. You were on the CT side, considered the easiest side on this map, not by much, but definitely by a little. You had a round where you get multiple kills on Spinks' AWP. You then have, what, another 3v5 in the next round. You have multiple opportunities to close this game down, move on to your map choice of Inferno, where you drubbed VP last time. And now we do it all again.
Oh, this is a highly competitive game of Counter-Strike right now.
Well, I thought there was a massive tone shift once we had made it into the OT, just because of how Vitality were playing that first half.
But we didn't account for Flit.
Oh, can VP make it 6 in a row? Let's see if, first of all, they can make it 4.
feigning mid-pressure.
Yeah, but they have the info. Just look at the position of Spinks.
Does that mean they'll be able to bolster A quicker? Seems like Zywoo's going to be the first man on the scene, but smoked off and flashed off. They can lose this site. Might be one hell of a retake demanded of Vitality here. Or not. Actually, Apex catching Flit of all the characters to find. That's a big one to post before the bomb goes down. Trying to get info off that boost. Don't find too much. Tough one here. Looks like they're going to be majority Mezzy and Flames at least heading CT. Zywoo a little late peek, and oh, James puts one in his knee. Chronic. Oh, wow, unable to convert, but Norbert can. Holding, spamming, down he goes. Good work from Spinks and Flames combined. It does put Fame and James in an uncomfortable position, but the time is on their side. If they can just keep him off the bomb, which they will, as James hits the shot necessary, the round is theirs. VP continue their spree on this T side.
Well, they're going to lose everything again. Spinks and Zywoo too close to the bomb. They go down. We'll see if that has any ramifications. If they lose the next one again, Vitality, you might see have MP9s in a few of the hands come the final round of this OT number 2 first half. Good timing from Apex to catch Flit, right? They weren't focused on CT spawn whatsoever, but the opener meant nothing. This from James, just aiming way too low. Could have essentially confirmed the round with that kill onto Zywoo a little bit earlier, but still, this one gets close. We're keeping it interesting. The entertainment being delivered.
Most definitely.
Quarterfinal number 2, day number 3, match number 1.
Flames. This time it's his turn to be the opening death. As opposed to the opening kill. We've seen him provide a couple. Forces a reaction out of the CTs there, and that's what James, this is where James can call some of his best Counter-Strike. When he gets that opening that he's been hoping for, converting that tends to be where VP do their best work.
It did feel like the ideas were flowing for Vitality, right? They had all these different setups. You know, Apex was everywhere late in the game. He's pushing underpass. He was the sleeper agent in A site, while Flamesy takes first contact. Now that's working against them as they will encroach middle. Again, great information. So the util counts for naught, but still Vitality need to lock down the site.
Zywoo poised. Anticipate James got some util, full belt about to be thrown out. Will Zywoo get the chance to take the shot ahead of the swing? Or ahead of the smoke and flash? Spinks is active. Good catch from our obs. He's on his way. And Zywoo does get his chance. Norbert just a fraction too early on that flashbang. Down goes James, and down goes VP's chances of converting this 5v4. I need to get a fork and eat my words, because it all falls to Flit now. An early advantage squandered here by VP. Flit down to 50. Good nade right on his nose.
Surely no time.
And no time, no hope. Apex confirms it. So, tied up this time.
Okay, well, they finally break the streak. That was 4 consecutive rounds for VP, all on the T side in overtime. That's finally been broken for Vitality. So somebody has posted a CT round at least. And this is Spinks' flank, right? And that was down a man, a free kill early onto Flamesy. But that's it right there, right? Spinks just being able to catch that perfect timing. If it wasn't James at the back of the pack and it wasn't the bomb loose. Oh, double ops again. Spinks found success with it earlier. Let's see if they can do it to put the second on the board for the CT side of Vitality.
Apex.
Oh,
no.
TK.
Down electronic. Team kill of Vitality. Able to convert this 2-man advantage. From both teams finding perfect T-halves, we could see Vitality into the second overtime with 2 CT rounds, back-to-back defensive rounds. Have they found the solution?
I think Spinks' position, it depends on how far he keeps going, is essentially secured this A site regardless of what happens elsewhere. But the bomb now pivoting back on Norbert tells a different picture. But VP, once more, strung out individually. And Flit, the man that's found the impact, or at least a lot of it, he's dead. So who do we turn to?
My eyes are on Norbert, to be honest with you. However, with the bomb on his back, he's not going to be the one to take this first engagement. James just throws the AWP onto his back and starts to maneuver into the site with his Tech 9. Flames needs support. He is about to be overwhelmed. Not distracted by the steps behind him, hoping not to be cleared from above. And yep, he's not. Norbert with the bomb in his hands. Flames secures it surely. There's nothing here for James. A dead man walking. And it is going to be a 2-1 half. Vitality find the answer for their defensive woes.
Okay, well, how many twists and turns do we have left in this one?
Let's see this exchange again. So it was, oh yeah, just straight into the left there.
Yeah, you got to be a little bit frustrated if you flit as well. You weren't blind.
Yeah, just stand still.
Yeah, hey, mate, I know you're Flash, but can you not take me down with you? Thanks.
I'd be scared to call Electronic out there. I wouldn't say anything.
That's one of the problems. He's definitely got an attitude to him. I was going to say, understandably so, you know, major winner, but so was Flit. So, you know, if we're having a measuring contest.
A measuring contest? Look at my ruler. I have a tape measure.
Right, 2 rounds for Vitality required to take this. Magic number 19 this time round. Nades towards connector, hoping to soften up any aggression. Finding the mark. James on cat with the AWP. Will he be able to track the run boost? Flash is going to make it difficult as he turns back. Flames is already out and behind the mid box. Apex and Spinks to make their way through the underpass.
They're searching. Electronic, he's making his move. I would caught off. Perfect play from Electronic. Threads the needle between the lines of sight. Does some heavy damage. And he's even got the bomb. Stink of Volk in this one. It is done.
When you see plays like that, you're wondering, you know, what's going through these guys' heads, because to us it's like, oh, okay, so he's just decided now on all timings that he's going to walk out, and he finds it absolutely perfectly. Stuff from Electronic. Now let's see, they just have to close this down. Mezzi, it's his turn to give a 1v4 a crack. The low HP of Electronic should be able to get through this if he gets the chance on the fight. But Electronic just playing for info. Now we can back off. Well played.
Yeah, playing it by the book is Electronic, and now James is going to have Mezzi's number on the cross. The flash might catch him. It is well placed, but it doesn't matter. James pulls the trigger blind.
Tied up again.
Here we go. Could this be a chance for VP to match Vitality's CT output? The bar was set at 2. VP find the first of this second half of our second overtime. Apex, look at this warp path he's on. Feeling emboldened to charge. James nails the jump this time and removes that B-lurk instantaneously. Problems now. Maybe there's something to be said about Fame. He has been a bit of a liability for VP. Mezzi, gonna have him in his sight soon. In that off-angle jiggle, he's only gone and done it. Takes down Mezzi, extends their advantage. Apex has wormed out of Con and doesn't manage to profit. Not immediately anyway. Bomb is detached from the pack.
And they know exactly where Apex's aggressions are. If they step out a little bit overzealously, the AWP might finish him off, at the timing apparently favoring Electronic.
Yeah, I mean, he's securing the round with this push into Palace. Very few options here. VP going to be avoiding them. Keeping them at arm's length. Flit another onto Apex, so removing that aggressive prong.
They changed the nameplates. It feels a little bit like how some of VP's rounds were going down one at a time. These deaths happening, not really tradable. Trying to take the gamble of space based off what you think the picture of the CT setup looks like. You just walk out to your demise. So VP, they grab 18.
And a team ace. Testament to that. If Electronic was to find the final frag, he is, however, a little too far away.
Okay, well, this, you know, it's had little bursts of excitement. We've had a couple of clutches in there, some crazy moments. Apex, I think, has the statement as far as that's concerned. But this has been a bit more of a tug of war, an arm wrestle. Some stalemates at time. I'm going to see if they can take this AWP away from ZywOo. And considering the cash you have in the coffers, you may as well give this one a go. With 10 seconds left on the clock, they are, you know, going from cold to hot. You remove this after time, ZywOo is not going to get any loss bonus, and finances could be an issue. A conversation, 2-1, and okay. Well, fortunately, went down before the round ended. It was an absolute nail-biter.
What? It must have been
I think he had like $100, right? And now he's got 27.
No, absolutely. But it felt like it was after time. Must have been just in that last second. Calculated, obviously.
Just like ZywOo at all times. Okay, well, maybe you're new to viewing the MR12. Once you get into the overtimes, you get one timeout to use within the confines of that overtime. So one per. They don't stack. And you're seeing Vitality use theirs when they need it most. Now, ZywOo's been able to get an AWP dropped across.
This is where the call has to be spot on. A third overtime if Vitality want to be able to convert this.
And a bit of a Vogue look from Electronic bringing out the AUG. Floppy tried this yesterday. Didn't really get him anything. You don't see the AUG too much these days. Let's see if Electronic can put it on the front of the magazine.
Probably just going to sit on that truck off angle. On the bumper. Call that one the Carrigan. James the one bringing the fight here. How good are the jiggles? Knee revealed. Apex thinks twice.
Well, James will evaporate. Might want to keep that ult moving, especially if it was noted.
Brave. He knows it was being held, but he just anticipates the fall off. Starts his crawl all the same.
The type of guy to make those more brazen plays. Window smoke lands in unison with the CT and Sendry down to stall out the crawl of Apex through underpass. So they're aware of this possibility and, well, not just going to sit and bide by his Electronic. He's going to take the round into his own hands.
They're gambling quite heavily towards this B side here.
But look, if he keeps pushing and doesn't go underpass, well, it looks like he's just going to park the bus. Again, Ob's team, great job highlighting where that C4 is. Will need to be picked up at some point, but 60 seconds left on the clock, more than enough time. Apex went all the way through underpass, now back to top middle, gets the bomb himself.
So what's the go here?
It looks like an A split.
Nice shot. James puts VP in the driving seat. A flash and a jump peek, and oh, James collects. Two impactful AWP frags. It's up to you now, Mezzi. Good timing from Flit on the re-peek. Uncrouches into Mezzi. Still goes down. Well, they overlook Fame, this forward setup. They need this frag. Fame delivers it. Oh no, Spinks has found it. VP, after their AWP, does so much heavy lifting. 15 seconds, can they deny the plant? The pressure is on Flames. Punches in the code, and it is all action. Stations are recovered. 5v3. Now a 3-on-3. Vitality to force another overtime, to make this Mirage continue, and Flames has taken a leap in that direction. Norbert gone, no trade there. It's Electronics off for one, and down goes James. We need more rounds.
How are we continuing with this game? Another 3v5 situation in the overtimes that should have had the game done and dusted. Well, now the shoe on the other foot. Both teams knowing exactly how that feels. 18-18, still locking horns, and we go again.
God, if you're James, you definitely feel like you've done enough there.
And as well, you get the dink on Mezzi, right? So you think at that point, okay, well, somebody just has to land another bullet and we probably win this round. How have they not converted that one? VP licking their wounds. Maybe another, maybe second or third win for Vitality now, but this should just be a little bit more direct. No more funny business out the A ramp, and they burst in towards the site.
Yeah, a burst indeed. Look how just shocking this is for the VP defense. Panic stations on the rotations. No hurry here for Vitality. You've got all the time in the world. Don't want to let this one slip away.
Another one. Keep counting the number advantage, round losses. We'll see how many more we can find. Sure, somebody's got a tally at home.
Not this one, it seems. For VP, ZywOo catching the swing. Norbert gave it a go. Electronic just the one. Do you hunt? Is it in your interest to hunt? I mean, there's no harm in doing so. They'll certainly put the feelers out, as a wise man once said.
Apex running head on with this. Well, noted again. James getting run on down now. I don't think he's going to walk away with this one. Completely surrounded, short apartments and market from behind. He does hit a nice shot. Maybe, just maybe, that's going to be enough. Runs across the line aside from Flames. He must have been in transition at the time. And James somehow holds on to the AWP.
It's what he does best, Chad.
We were making the hunts entertaining.
That was good. Well, we know how much he likes to prioritize it, and so important save from James. You can shake that one off if you're Vitality. You leave with the round. That's what really matters.
Need something from Fame on this A defense. He's been exploited a couple of times. It's just one kill just to stall them out. Look at Mezzy. He's going for the bully straight through. Yeah, we'll just keep going for this fight on Fame.
Fame is screaming, I need help. Electronic down after the one on his aggress up mid. Okay, pressure is on. Mezzy does kind of pull back after his initial test of Fame. Had his one pot shot, unable to connect on the jiggle of Fame. Back on default, now heads to CT. Doesn't want to concede this site.
Yeah, juggling a couple of nades, see if he can use that to hold them at the door for now. They've contacted out of this ramp a lot, so the fact that it hasn't been telegraphed in a lot of times has caught him off guard, and maybe again they just come straight through the smoke. They do. Look at this.
So brave. And it might work out for them. Mezzy does at least bring down Fame. James, his AWP noted in CT. Flit so far away. Just about now, starting to head towards T-spawn. We'll check in with him later because it's Norbert with the action onto Mezzy. Clear of the smoke and a good frag. Bomb still down, a missed shot from Jane, gets away.
That might cost him.
Could do. A 1v3 would have been too much to ask, but now with two of them, with Zywoo in the mix, they're really counting on Flit to find Spinks caught off. Oh, I think he caught a whiff.
Oh!
Yes, he did. A clean headshot from Spinks for his 30th. And then a double jungle retake. Time about half gone on that bomb. Gonna have to make haste now on the cross. The crossfire established here. Spinks, oh, with Zywoo's help, has dealt with the invaders. And now just live. That's what they're saying. Live. And it hits the shot, but through the bricks. So close to a magnificent clutch from James. Just couldn't quite adjust past the brickwork.
Really getting punished on this A side, aren't they? One of the things with the A anchor, that defender tends to either put themselves in a position where they play ticket and they jump spot for both, or you're a bit burrowed in, like you laser focus on Palace and then you hope that your teammates can catch them if they come out ramp or they're telegraphed or vice versa.
Sure.
Right? You know, you have your comm player, they'll smoke apps for you or they'll watch apps if they're the AWPer from window when they're smoked off, and you try and cover the holes that way. But the timings in which they've just walked out ramp has felt like it's caught Fame off guard time and time again. And what's one way to deal with that? Put the AWP over towards ticket.
I wonder if that's deliberate there from Jamie. He threw the old Molotov, which does give that angle to Mezzy, and he just holds it. Cheeky beaky.
That adjustment coming in very late, though. And Apex, he just waltzes out.
Respect.
The traditional A-lurk done. Well, Apex, the in-game leader, he'll take that space. Fame's found something.
CT, gonna be overlooked here. Good timing from Fame. VP look to at least leave with one round on this defense. Spinks and Zywoo with it all to do. Spinks very disconnected at this point. Zywoo is just going to sit and wait. As that bomb will be retrieved. Does this cut of noise get a little bit worried for the B site? It looks like Norbert is acknowledging the potential. Even Flit starting to maneuver further away. It's worked out in their favor. Zywoo, oh, he hears him. Did they not spot him on the jump? I don't think they did. Zywoo's making a play. This could be a huge play. Fame caught out! Oh! And Zywoo's double destroys VP! Not another. Surely not. Big shot back. Of course it's Flit. And now, what is that? Norbert, lovely control. Zywoo nearly made the play. The play.
The amount of rounds that have gotten out of control with number advantages is insane in this game, and that would have been another one to chalk up. Some crazy clutches.
If I'm Fame, I'm shaking my head. SMH. Just can't seem to catch a break.
All right, we'll have something to take in the second half, but you wonder if this one's ever going to end with the back-and-forth nature, with the what has felt like unwinnable or unlosable situations going either way. But once more, we lock horns. Flit charging forward, scaling in front of the smoke. Flamesy takes him down. With the number advantage, they want to back off. Caught at the flash, and Electronic now, he's the one in the open. Norbert finishes off Spinks. 3v4.
An advantage for VP. Looks like VP may be targeting the lesser of the two evils here, with more bodies towards the second letter of the alphabet. Apex with Mezzy the closest to respond, just pre-aiming that bench walkthrough. Saying that, ZywOo thinks he's seen enough. Throws out the smoke and second-guessing himself here. They really are flying blind. This contact walk into A, it seems destined for glory for VP to equalize here in OT. Third overtime. Apex, oh, the timing could not have been better. Activates, finds James, nade to clear on Con. And Norbert disrupted on the plant. Should be able to still get it down here. He's under a lot of pressure though. Has to be planting very quickly. 29, just a couple of bullets could have done it, but Fame finding Apex. Caught on this push through the smoke is Mezzy. VP, they will convert that man advantage.
I give it a go, ZywOo.
Why not?
Let's have it happen. Let's have some more magic.
A wave of his magic stick, shy of the mark onto Electronic. We are back to level pegging, 20-20.
21, we do it again for OT number 4, Alex. 22 this time is the number that we are looking for to have the map secured.
At this point, why not?
That'll just keep the game going.
Yeah, why not?
They love staying late last night, I heard, especially with that Spirit versus G2 game.
Right, I'm not sure I'll be able to make Na'Vi phase if this keeps going this way.
Oh, an all-5, look at this. Just a swing.
Thanks
straight out middle. A real change up, sure.
Okay, I guess, says ZywOo. Apex as well. At least James able to punish. ZywOo just thought he was able to re-peek into that.
Yeah, well, they're no longer ripping out Pages the Strapple.
Oh, okay.
They're creating Pages the Strapple.
Oh, yeah, they're right in it. The ink is still wet as Fame on the warpath into Apex. He should be traded. Ooh. Oh. Flit. Couldn't quite hold on to the spray there. Lost control.
Considering the impact he had in overtime number 1, he was mental. 4K rounds coming out of his ass. This time can't convert onto Apex. Now it's James' turn for another clutch.
Doable. Objective 1 lies over a stone's throw from James' current position. And of course, you can see this paranoia. Doesn't know where to expect these CTs.
Feels like a country mile. I think the fortunate factor is they don't know where it is.
Yeah, it's Mezzy he's uncertain about, right? He doesn't know whether that BABS player has been pushing this whole time. So he's highly concerned about it. We are going to take a quick look at this dry swing. I mean, mixing it up, I guess.
Yeah, you take those every day of the week. I think if you want to try something as risky as that this deep, definitely trying to catch Vitality off guard.
Checking back in with the James walk. Getting his steps, 10,000 a day.
He's been able to pick up the necessary package for the objective, but still just searching. Vitality have absolutely no idea where James is either.
Here he comes. Apex is hearing him. Motor mouth letting him know, and oh, James not ready. It's a tough one. Had he had the bomb, it's a different situation. It's a different round, but as we discussed, Mezzy, the unknown entity. Apex, the AWP vendor, makes sure ZywOo has the same weapon in which he opened the previous round.
All right, what comes next? I saw Xtas just before we got into play there signaling to take the tactical timeout, so he'll use another. He's getting the luxury. If the overtimes keep coming, he keeps getting a 30-second chat available. This time, the advantage for them to close things out. Let's see, are they able to come up with the solution? I don't think VP will be going for a dry swing out top mid anytime soon. And look, if we do need to flick back to VP on the CT side, we can start having a bit more of a conversation about Fame. I was saying that, you know, you and I are looking into the positions before we get into this, and it feels like Fame and Electronic have been flip-flopping a little bit in recent times of who's the short player and who's the A anchor, and maybe this is why Fame is having a couple of qualms. Might not be his necessary comfort zone, but Electronic, his voice might be just a little bit louder in getting the positions that he's looking for. Regardless, might be a conversation for VP to break down after the fact. This time Smokes used the standard window and top cat with the connector Molotov as well to try and constrict some of this mid control. No, but smoked off.
It's a forward position from Flames, but confident with ZywOo's cover. Oh, they're jumping up. Apex will be caught out by this on the spam. Electronic will just himself into the ledge. Allows him to be a late piece, a late arrival, as the pressure gets turned up on A. Vulnerable to a short swing, but no such move from Spinks just yet. Concedes window? That's going to be a gap. Electronic, I don't know whether or not he's going to be wanting to make the first move.
Well, a bit of a gamble right now from Vitality. You can see this boost on B, but that's where Apex is joining, so getting a bit of an inkling, unless they want to try and clear out middle from short.
I was leaving as well. Oh, fortunately, they give him the sound cues, and that's the fight. And it's the same result for Flick. Can't seem to win these duels just yet. Electronic does arrive. Even Stevens. 3v3, never mind. Flames down, comms are good. Electronic spams another. Electronic, a multi-kill. Triple kill. Gets away with it as well. Mezzi, what can you do? 15 seconds as James still hesitant to plant. Worried Mezzi may already have made his way. James and Mezzi.
It's 10 seconds, James.
Yeah. Oh.
James, don't. James!
Oh, no, he's planted in the open, and Mezzi just...
That's the round, that's the game!
He's clutched up, that's the win! It should not, it cannot end like that! Overlooking!
Leadership figures, are they tilted, right? That's the big question mark, because that was such a long game on their map choice. Will any residual issues now filter into Inferno, where they lost to Vitality on their map choice in London, 13-5?
That is a good question. I'd like to think we're going to have an equally competitive game here. Silent boost into the apartments is the name of the game here for Vitality's pistol. Norbert going to be on that boiler position with the dual Berettas, but Flames with a perfect first bullet. Swings into Norbert, takes down that investment, so now one more pair remains. And James isolated. Oh no, James is completely alone. No one is acknowledging the potential for this app's pop. And he has no Kev either, so unless he's hitting some crazy shots, this one looks like it's already set up for a plant. Set up well, but still Flames goes down to James, and James does start to deliver.
No rotation still.
It still hasn't bought it. The bomb is in pit.
He's doing it all, Alex.
Doing it all, mate. Takes down Spinks as well. Who needs Kevlar when you've got headshots? James, not a single bullet touching him. Just untouchable. Does nearly catch Zywu as well, but Zywu's still in the server. This one not done. Tasked with retrieving the bomb, does just that. Mezzi on the site as well. All congregated towards this library side. They need more frags, and they're going to get them. As Zywu only the one. But it's a winnable round for Mezzi after all of James' hard work. Can he track them both? He gets the first, but denied by Flit. And James gets a firm pat on the back, surely, after what he's managed to deliver.
Considering the output in that situation, he's getting multiple kills. There's pressure there. There's util, no rotation until the third kill comes in. They start to make their way over. He delayed. They still have to deal with him. James is the hero of the pistol round. People might want to debate if he was the villain of, well, not taking us to quad OT, but he's kicked things off on the right foot. Another pistol round converted for Virtus Pro. Will make that 3 for 3 so far. And something else that needs to be kept in mind is the fact that they did pick this map and lost it last time they played. So now Vitality see this as a weakness, but VP at the time saw it as a strength. And a lot of these teams go, yeah, we didn't play our game, or this went wrong, we lost this. Well, they're obviously happy to play this map against Vitality, right? They picked it last time round, so let's see if they can make good on how things went wrong.
Zywu go kill. The name of this round. His 2 kills in the pistol have allowed it to be financially viable. And the game plan is simply set by Zywu's pace. He looks to punish an overextension on the James smoke, but not to happen.
I just want to reflect on a couple of things within that last map, if we could. The teamwork was there in terms of setting each other up with flashes, and I thought for both teams. And there's obviously cases. This doesn't apply to every single round. We had 42 rounds of CS, right?
Right.
But it felt like there was a lot of situations where the rounds were extremely strung out in individual duels, like one-on-one type fights, where the trade potential was pretty few and far between. And even though there was certain rounds where the trades probably should have come through, it felt sloppy, like players not finishing off kills that they should have gotten. So I felt that the team play in certain rounds in that game was quite poor from both of these teams. So we'll have to see if Inferno is different. You're going to need some good team play to be, making sure you get your banana control down on the CT side. Some of these retakes are going to require some good coordination. And I say that, but think about how many rounds as well we had that were like 3v5 scenarios that teams should really never have been winning, which they did. There's a bunch of clutches as well. So it was exciting. or it had patches of excitement. It might be a better way to frame it. We'll see if that can continue on map number 2. Now the AKs are out. Caught that one right in the face, but safe for now. ZywOo charging up Banana to try and grab this control. Something that VP have always done a lot of on Inferno is these gambles.
Oh, that's the B-bomb site wide open. Flit, he just gave him an elbow, and somehow ZywOo finds his head.
These are these gambles I'm talking about, right? Like, it's not unusual to see 3 players stack over towards B at the start of the round for Banana control, but VP, we're always like, hold up, why in this round have they decided to have 3 guys here? And sometimes the trap works, sometimes it doesn't. Well, right now we get to see the classic. It is going to be the VP save. So there's still parts of the DNA that James has flushed through. Let's keep the camera on Electronic if we can. Rushley 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would love to see just how much vitriol he is currently spouting.
He's looking down the line. Eye contact required. But yeah, I mean, that's going to be something from VP's gambling nature, that is, that they're going to be well aware of. Obviously, VP have the ability to kind of subvert the expectation, but it is interesting nonetheless that ZywOo was so quick ahead of that. He mollied up top Banana, cleared his corners, and of course, it takes more, some mechanical skill to be able to hit that shot. It's not like Flit was overextending there. That was a quick jiggle out and loss of the round.
There was something that Matthew was talking about during the death segment, talking about ZywOo because not being lazy, which was something that he was highlighting. Right? For ZywOo, this is not a lazy kill.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
You see what I mean? But ZywOo, he could just sit back and then you get a couple kills. But that's a hugely impactful frag that secured them around. It was ZywOo searching Banana. Not only is he a great AWPer, he's also a great rifler. He's one of these all-rounder type Counter-Strike players that gets to play the AWP role within the team, but he's bloody good at everything. So the fact that he's just surged up Banana in such a fashion made a bit of a statement early in the half of his intent. We'll see how many more times he's able to tussle.
Ooh, interesting approach to the apartments for Flames and Spinks. They actually just partner up and go loud about it. They want the A players to be aware that this is occupied.
Seems that VP's game plan on this CT side is to try and hold on to this Yuto. It's obviously facilitated by having the AWP, which just sounded off. So that gives this A defense an inkling that maybe Vitality want to push the issue, knowing that the AWP won't be on that long side. Here they come. They're going to comb forward. These transitional aggressions on the CT side worked in certain rounds on Mirage.
That it did. I'm not going to kind of go too far. There's a flash half wall.
Oh, well, they know it's a fake, don't they?
You
know it's a fake.
Yeah, well, they're well aware. And Fame will be there in time. Not the best weapon for the job, the FAMAS, and that smoke is going to give an angle to Flames on the elevation. Understandably concerned about Pit. The Molotov finds nothing, and Flames clears it out. Now they can focus their attention on the site. That's a big one from Flames. Builds a second into it. Onto Electronic, and now Norbert in trouble. It's a Flames round. Triple kill. Flick caught off by Spinks. Vitality putting together 2 very nice rounds back to back.
That's a nasty one to lose, isn't it? Considering you know that it's a fake, you know exactly what's coming your way. You stall out with utility that then gets used against you. Would love to see a bit of a bounce back from Fame, who felt like he was getting abused over towards that A site on Mirage. He's the first one to fall, and he's the one that you think is the least likely to take contact over towards that long side. But that should not have been such light work. Definitely hoping for better in the trading department there from VP.
Yeah, I can't help but feel that that short smoke gave a lot of options to Vitality.
It did. If you had a player in pit and that smoke goes down, then you're covering off both sides of it. Right. Because of that scenario, it lands, and you've actually created an avenue for them to get in towards the bomb site. So a misplay there from VP does come back to haunt them for consecutive rounds. Couple of save rifles.
Neat for Fame. I mean, he's got 2-3 players on his screen swinging out of the smoke. Your teammates through. Comfortable. No doubt about it. Early doors. Early rounds. Vitality 1 up in this series. Looks like mid. A bit of a mid-centric approach with an aggressive smoke. Flames is looking hot. Spams out Electronic. Look at the damage. Mezzy for the extinguish gets it down just in time. But now I guess he's going to have to be the probe. You don't want to be sending in the healthy Zywoo. Yeah, ooh, too much, too quick. Messi catches that one. And Zywoo, just as he transitioned off of those barrels, confirms with the potential for a cross. He's going to be diligent on the clear. James Orp is here. Zywoo a free frag. Nice work from James. Re-peeks in for a second. Flames cut down. Apex, he's not going to shy away from this one. Look at this little gap he's found. Nope, never mind. James, well aware of the potential. James, the only one really laying down the law so far. Multi-kill rounds that have converted both the pistol. And now here in the 5th round of play.
That scenario right there is one of those situations where you look at the overzealous nature of Apex and you question, was that necessary? Right? I know that 2 of his teammates were just felled. A lot of defensive utility was dropped, but he's still trying to punish the gap. Zywoo had called there was 2 players top banana, and what he spotted wasn't an AWP on either. He would have seen that both were rifles, but that's the thing. In that time, it's hard to communicate all of that information. Then James shows up the AWP. So you know that there's 3 players there. They lose 2, so at that point we're looking at a 2v4 situation, but there was still about a minute on the clock. So, like, I don't want to be overly critical because I think Matsu put it nicely. It's like the DNA of Counter-Strike is Apex being aggressive. You expect those maneuvers from him. But if you let the round simmer out and you do a bit more damage, look at right now on the right-hand side of the screen, you have a lot of cash left over. So you're fine for the buys. VP, even if they win the round, you take away a couple of guns, they're going to have to drop. It's going to be keeping pressure on their economy. You run in like that, you don't do any more damage. Now they have 4 players staying alive. So it's the little details. It's definitely not the end of the world, and we'll have to see how the half trends. They were shut out of this round most likely, but let's say they get 1 or 2 more kills and still lose the round. Well, I would have taken that result over Spinks just then having to go and sit away and save.
Interesting consideration. And how much did he see of Apex?
He's had 2 good rounds now, James, with the pistol round, and then the triple on the AWP.
AD spam, full mag spray. Maybe Flames is going to try
another entry?
Yeah, has he got it in him? James in the right place again. This time, ooh, Norbert, back to and easy frag. Spinks 1. Norbert doubles up. It's a triple spray from Norbert on that recovered AK. Puts it to very good use. Electronic, absolutely no problem onto Apex. Flames the last man, standing and not for long. Flip puts him down. Lovely work from Norbert. Joins the multi-kill masters of James.
3 players right now for Vitality combined. I wonder if Xtaz wants to take a timeout early within the half just to discuss their options going forward. You could get an AK on the likes of Spinks, Zywoo, as well as Flamesy, and then for Apex and Mezzy, they could operate with Galils. I just need to talk about what type of utility that you want to be bringing forward. Will they take this tactical? No, they are just going to take a hero AK. So Spinks will be rocking and rolling with that. So upgrades coming in late from spawn as well. So, okay, they've smattered something together. They're obviously in no rush. Understandably, Inferno does tend to play a little bit slower these days with just how good everybody is with the U2. You can see even though the CTs and Sentries have been nerfed, still plenty of ways to skin a cat and getting that banana control. You also want to stay away from the flak damage regarding the HEs, not get yourself melted down too early, spam through smokes, all of those qualms. So we'll just be hitting the pause button on the start of round number 7. It might take us a couple of hours to get there, but I would love to see these 2 go toe-to-toe on Dust 2. Obviously, I think a lot of people having it reintroduced into their map pool, not massive favorites, but I'd like to see it. You know, wider corridors. I think it allows a little bit of a different play style. It can play slow, can have a lot of saves too, but can have some excitement to it, Dust 2. And we might get some excitement on B. To be pulled back over would be Flit. We'll need some support Fame in a moment.
Flames has only gone and done it again. An entry into the isolated anchor. Eagle headshot onto Fame. He's given Vitality the chance at a round. Mezzy going down is a problem, but not if Zywoo can provide the trade, recover the rifle, and not go down to Electronic on the hunt. It's a big frag to post from Zywoo. Awkward now. Confirmation of James' presence. Apex even scavenging away a gun. And 1 Deagle headshot. And this site comes tumbling down in favor of Vitality. Electronic was the second piece. Could have perhaps persuaded them to give it a go, give it a look in. You talk about saves. I think this one most definitely is a a guarantee for James and Norbert.
You wonder what the situation is there. Obviously, you're not expecting Fame just to get his head absolutely ripped off. Are they planning to just play retake if there was an execute up banana? Because you could have really justified a full gun round. And they just threw in little bits and pieces. There wasn't a whole lot of investment right there. I think that's also the 4th opening kill for Flamesy within this half. Had one on the pistol, 2 in back-to-back rifle rounds, and now 1 with the Deagle. So his impact on the T side is definitely being felt. But that setup as well, you know, you're playing over towards Speedway. I think that's where Flit was for the rotation point. Fame playing from Coffins. Again, not expecting just to get destroyed in that fashion, but still, they could have and should have lost the bomb site if there was a set-piece execute.
Maybe they're going to take a bit more action here. Yeah, forward stepping is electronic. See that? Norbert smoke. Caught out again! This smoke is their death sentence. Now, admittedly, they won the 4v5 after Flames' smoke spam, and ooh, James had an opportunity there for an early equalizer. Doesn't connect it. Sticking around for a repeat, but they're already pushing out apps. This is awkward. Norbert's going to have to be aware of this. Norbert switching weapons. Oh!
How's he get a kill?
Very well to find a kill.
Great effort.
Yeah, fair play. Fair play. I was going to be critical, but no, actually, considering, it's a very impressive shot.
Oh, let's see them save again. Apex, yep. Don't let him do it, Apex.
He's on the way. Flit about to go and look at this mysterious watermelon in a bowl. What are you cooking? Vitality are cooking a very competitive T side here. Just pairs of rounds strung together.
It is insane how much the opening kill is able to dictate how these rounds go, right? Because this hedging nature from VP, again, these scenarios, Electronic pushing down, he's making a play. There's no trade potential there, but if he gets 2 kills, they probably win the round. Instead, he gives it open, and then Apex, you can see immediately, whatever the code word is, A pressure is applied immediately.
2 rounds VP have overcome the 4v5. That was the pistol, where Flames found Norbert, and James killed everyone. And the second 4v5 was that flame smoke spam, recovered by James on the AWP. So yeah, I guess James is the only solution they've got so far to these early openings.
Well, they'll get to buy again. Tactical timeout from VP. They just tried aggression. I don't expect to see that one manifest once more.
That's twice. I mean, keep throwing the smoke, but it doesn't seem like it's being conducive with success.
Well, the thing is, if you're doing it to slow the default, to stop them from getting map control so early, stop giving them the kill behind it. You know, if you want them to take time with that, obviously there's lots of implications behind that smoke.
Same smoke, but they are going to be having multiple bodies towards second middle, so a flash from Apex, they can clear this one out. Just like that. Flash banana. Flit's going to be pushing on the deep banana smoke, and so I was going to catch this timing, give it a go. Good cover. Really important frag from Fame. Not only onto Zywoo, but saves his teammate with just a fraction of health remaining.
Look how far Flit's backed off. Hey, all right, we'll just leave you on an island again, shall we, Fame? And just hope that they don't come to your bomb site and put one bullet in between your eyes.
Maybe he's just going for that flashbang. No, he really is just... He's gambling.
You know, these are these situations that definitely do start to take shape. We were talking about the gamble. Well, what? They're expecting an immediate reaction in towards A. It might be coming. It might line up. Long smoke deployed. Telling now. Porch Molly. Defensive setup.
They're in the right place. James unable to hit the shot.
Still plenty of time, 40 seconds left within the round.
Yeah, they can pivot, and with the bomb in limbo, it's certainly looking more and more likely that they're heading towards the S-occupied site.
And the information, extremely lacking for VP. You know you've lost brackets, you know banana control is a possibility as well. That's a well-timed block on the smoke, but it's the AWP. Can't miss a shot here, James.
Yeah, he knows he has to be combat AWPing. Double scoping is crazy, and Flames gets the trade. Not bad. Not bad at all. Fame unable to contribute. Is this really going to be another save? Surely, you've got the man advantage. You've got to give it a look in.
Oh, there is a kit. Remember, Flit is low. An incendiary on Norbert as well to try and make this retake possible. Norbert's still investigating top middle for the lurk. Spink's alive.
They've got another smoke. They smoke CT now. You're really... Oh, you're either pushing a smoke or it's a very late retake. Yeah, pushing. That's the name of the game. Flashes are in. Cocked and ready. Apex Molotov down. Finds an angle. Boost up. Good frag from Flame. Spinks combines. And all of these resources now crumbling. Electronic trying to remain alive at the end of this one, trying to leave with his M4. And he can't even do that. Flit, of all the people, the first man to be put low. He's the only one to get out. And another Vitality round.
I know it's just a one-round game at this point, but the rounds from VP have looked pretty miserable, haven't they? They've felt like they've always been outmaneuvered. In that situation as well, with Fame rotating back in, James just dies getting one, and I think it was decent effort to get one, but he's not positioned to defend the site. Right? He's playing in another non-committed position. So if they did execute like they did, he has to play ahead in a position where he's likely to be traded because of the weapon. And then Fame, he's not in a scenario where he can just run through the smoke and try and disrupt either, because there's nobody close behind him to either make good on that. You can't, like, if you're Vitality, you get to set up your post plant perfectly, you have multiple smokes, it's so comfortable.
Yeah, that's a good word for this T-side so far. And looks like it's Zywoo putting Flit in the dirt. The only saved rifle. It's the opening share by VP.
In they go.
Fame needs a big one. Swings on the flash. It was nearly two. Mezzy did get dinked up. They can try and spam that smoke as much as they want. Apex isn't scared, apparently. So one will go down, and yeah, this seems like a guaranteed 6th round.
Our referee is going to just jot 6 in his notepad right there.
B has been a real problem.
Oh, the whole map kind of feels like it's been a bit of a problem.
Actually. Did they get there? Oh, yeah, they got 2 of those rounds kind of early doors.
Yeah, so it was James 3K pistol, then Eco with the Zywoo deagle, easy enough to convert against. Then Zywoo running up Banana first gun round when they were gambling. They just had one player top B. Zywoo rips his head off, they win the round. Then you have James with 3 kills on the AWP. Oh. All right, little bit of damage.
Little summit, but as you discussed with those round runs from Vitality, they got cash. This is their 4th consecutive victory, 2 of which with minimal casualties.
You're not a gambling man, Alex, but 7 or 8.
I'm thinking 7.
Okay.
I
think VP will get one more in him. Oh, there was also the A round where Flamesy used their smoke against them, jumped over when they were had a man disadvantage. There we go. Take another man disadvantage.
Oh, they're actually going to extend it. Look at the timing on that push from Electronic. Very brave maneuver. Should seal it. Yeah, most definitely. James does find his 2nd. Not one to discount the woo.
Isn't it crazy that you could have such a rough-looking half and still walk away with 4 or 5 and then still be in the game with MR12? You win the pistol again, which would make them 4 from 4 after the break. You know, get the conversions, which they've been good at doing.
Yeah, I'm not one to discount the VPT side.
Well, we have to play all the rounds, so they don't get paid.
That's right. It's part of the deal. Oh, we're trying to pip the gap on this smoke, and he's not far off of the mark. Fame did duck in. Flit's the one to activate. He does well to secure this one.
Should have boxed it now, shouldn't he, Mezzy? He'll be able to get a drop into the next round of play. He's got the lowest cash on the squad, but his teammates will be able to hook him up.
There he goes. See, James, he only tagged him because I told you, James getting 2. Can't be getting 3. And we are going to be seeing the first tactical timeout called by Vitality Xtaz on the mic, and he's moving those lips rapidly. You only get 30 seconds. You better make good use of them.
Whack-a-mole.
Just as Apex trying to duck under.
Catching him on the way down, yeah. Good awareness from Flit as well, not just stepping out lazily behind the smoke, ready for the fight. Well, what's the change going to be for the final round of half number 1, map number 2? Xtaz's orders will have finished. Could be 7-5, could be 6-6, all tied up, inseparable as we turn into the halftime break.
Nice little cache of retake flashes and even a HE there going to be left at CT spawn.
Yeah, if you're not leaving extra util on the final round of the half, what are you doing?
Good question. call here. Let's see how Apex is going to try and pursue this 7th. Fresh in the name of the game, but ZywOo does well to find Flit there. White screen, just good control, good pre-aim. Even with his vision obscured, he's done well there.
Apex doing a lot of talking, trying to pull this mid round together. I think he's expecting rotation off of that kill, so trying to get them to quickly pop through this smoke.
Electronic dipping away. That's actually a very astute tug from Electronic, and Fame immediately backs off.
Might get doubled.
Pushing in, aiming, executes Flames. Beautiful from Electronic, but Mezzi very quick on the trade. That's only his 3rd frag, so Mezzi, this could be his chance to find a round-winning frag sequence. Molotov and down. Spinks clears out the B side for the boys, and James just ducks under the taps of Apex. 3 versus 2, Norbert on the way.
Can't save on this one.
Yeah, he's going to reload and try and get this double nade from Norbert into the mix. Clears out the first. No one active. What are you doing here, boys? A conversation happening. Waiting for the fade, grouping up. This crossfire's going to be very hard to break. Norbert just cycling through all of his nades, trying to get ahead of it. Good play again from James, but still Mezzi's hitting shots, and it's Mezzi. D4. Let's find out if it's necessary as we take Vitality to the defense. VP on the attack.
And Mezzi, the utility mule, has hooked up Apex. Mr. Merriman will be operating without any Kevlar, but a smoke to help block. 3 players starting over towards the top of Banana to play for information, and ZywOo, the sharpest tool in their shed, is the spearhead. And there you have it.
Shot! Demonstration. Live before our very eyes, and he doesn't seem to be done. I can't believe he's sticking around. He just wants to fight. Apex is deleted by Fame, but ZywOo's still alive. And so now they're second guessing it. Do we commit? Yeah, the answer is yes. We're just going to throw every nade in the book at him. Double molly into ZywOo. Mezzi and Spinks are on the way.
Might be on for the ace, ZywOo.
Yeah, he could have something more for us. ZywOo looking so deadly, poised with the USP. Taps away a 3rd. Still re-peaking on the low HP, but he's done his work. He's done everything. Boost could work out, but the smoke is going to obscure them all the same. Hoping for a little change in the smoke, and there it is. Gets the sight line. Confirms Fame dark. Jane poolside. Pushing through the smoke would be very difficult for Mezzi, and they're going to try and do it together, timing their Fame aware of the possibilities with him through, and it's comfortable for James. Everything ZywOo tried, but still doesn't work out.
And keeping tally, that's 4 from 4 as far as pistols are concerned. Imagine losing 2-0 and having all the pistols. That would be a miserable way for things to go down for VP. This started fantastically. Great shot from ZywOo. Nade lands on logs. Flamesy running down. ZywOo grabs a 2nd. Able to pick off a 3rd as they run in towards his side, but it's the Goosh after that, and he's suddenly getting a bit of hot water. At the point he went down, I think he only had 8 bullets remaining, and that was residual included. Well, those 3 kills have allowed ZywOo to drop a silenced A1S into the hands of Spinks. I like to see this, right? These second round force buys, you need to be more creative than everybody just buying like MP9s or 5.7s, Deagles with a little bit of ute. So got something creative going with this. So ZywOo, the one who's going to hook it up, means he doesn't have Kevlar, sure, but has the Deagle. So if he hits a shot and can drop back, it's not the end of the world. And there you have it.
He's hit it and does get away. Now Mezzi can find Norbert's crawl, and just like that, Vitality with a 2-man advantage in this force bite. It's a good idea, Chad. It's worked out wonderfully. ZywOo doesn't even need Kevlar to be a threat. Flashes and go.
Boost will work.
It will work very well. Lottie Flit hits that shot. What a massive headshot to pop. Flying UMP into Apex. Yeah, I forgot we have Flit in the server.
But you know what's crazy there? Look at the residual cash on Spinks. He could have had head armor.
Head armor. Oh. That is a misstep from Spinks, and it could have cost them, and likely has cost them the round.
Still time if they give it a go now, Vitality.
They're assuming they're in the smoke, but as it fades, they'll start looking towards the ruins. Looking towards Banana. Doubt about this. No trade available. 3 HP hits it. ZywOo off. You got nothing. As Fame nails it.
I'll sleep.
Absolutely mad. That's back-to-back triple kills in round losses from ZywOo.
Curious to see if Spinks holding on to extra cash is going to net in him potentially dropping an AWP come the first gun round, because now we should see the eco, right? Gets 2,900 as the loss bonus going into the next. Oh. Well, no, I've got to be eating my words. He could have just bought into head armor in the previous because he's cheaply invested again. Grabbed himself a Deagle, grabbed himself some Kevlar. 3v5 falling by the wayside, saved by Flit's UMP. It's big. Keep it a bit more simple. Last round, the technical side. Apex trying to bring the CZ75 back into popularity.
Second orange boost, good angle, and not so good on the spray. Aim punch. Tough.
Well, how much more damage can you do if you're Vitality, right? Last round it was just Fame staying alive. This time around, if you grab yourself another couple of kills again, we can play the financial game, which is all this one is really going to become. ZywOo's position now noted thanks to the Deagle spamming off through the smoke. And there are SMGs in the mix, so one of the questions you have to ask yourself is, do you want to try and back off and avoid these $600 kill rewards that are going to be possible for the likes of Electronic and Flit? Or do you want to play for exits? Either way, I'm sure we'll see some action before the round done. Bomb about halfway gone, the reposition.
Can we talk about Norbert's angle for a second? Look at this one. He's really locking it down. Just in case. And it's going to work out for him potentially if Flames had gone a step further. The SMGs are on the hunt, and looks like Flit's UMP is destined for a couple more. Electronic gets it all. So yeah, I'm making the most out of that round of VP.
Yeah, normally I don't bother talking about those details because I think that the SMGs would search out, especially when the fights, you're just gonna shoot them, yeah. Right? But the fact that they have like absolutely been sublime with the usage there, we'll give them a big tick of approval. And a lot of the things VP do are intentional. So for them, I think we'll give it to them. Oh man, we lost the eco.
Damn it.
Guys, we suck.
Oh, I couldn't kill him with a CC mid-range.
When I was the only one holding the bomb side.
Damn it.
God damn it. Things I wouldn't be frustrated about for $10, thank you.
Yeah, well, you are not French.
True. I do get frustrated though, ask Rushley.
You and me both. ZywOo and Spinks getting a little challenge here. Looking a bit VP-esque from Vitality here, isn't it? An early four-man gamble. ZywOo flashed off of the line. Respects it.
Well, Flamesy has another smoke over towards B, so once that's deployed, I'm curious to see the rotation. Oh,
it's quick. Rapid onto Electronic, takes him down.
So that's just landed. They do have a HE for Norbert to break.
Here comes the reclear. This is Spinks looking a bit more active, but he could be punished by James. Oh, but he, what? Didn't hit it.
Through the legs, look like. Well, Flamesy, you have to defend.
Off you got for us. Fame leading the charge. Apex goes wild. Quick swing through. Flames about to be flushed out by Flit, having no problems getting into this B bomb site. When he wants it, he takes it. Double kill from Flit. Setting VP up for a perfect fourth round on this T side. Yet to see Vitality survive.
They have to save it. The only way back in would be if you found one through the spam there on the way back in, but nobody from VP giving that option over, and we're going to see more of this. It's pretty classic with VP Vitality games to get a lot of saves. I think you go back, there was a couple, especially when D2 was just reintroduced to the pool. You saw a lot of it. But that's VP going to be putting themselves up to a 2-round lead. 9 now in total. And Flit, his multi-kills instrumental throughout this series so far on Barrage in overtime when the pressure was at the highest, had 2 massive back-to-back 4K rounds. Up to 15 kills, sitting at the top of the scoreboard alongside a Jame who's had his fair share of multi-kill rounds as well, especially in that first half. Great clear from ZywOo. Detecting Electronic, but still... Yep, well, we know how that one ends. Second word starts with a B. Apex going buck wild. Let's get them one. Flamesy not really able to respond off of that, gets caught backside. And then a kill for him. Maybe we have an interesting scenario on our hands. It is going to be the second tactical timeout for Vitality now. Xtaz again on the microphone, those saved guns. Lost bonus where it is. Can be another rifle round. You don't want to lose this one. Now we do have more best of threes coming everybody's way today. I think when you start the day with a VP game, you never know quite when it's going to end. But it was slated to have Mouse versus Fury. I think it was meant to be 5:30. I think that might be slightly getting pushed now. And then you've got Na'Vi versus FaZe to be the final game of the day. And that'll conclude all of our quarterfinals. We head into the semis tomorrow on Saturday and then Championship Sunday here at the Esports World Cup.
He's pre-aiming barrels. Flip's going to be pushing forward on that. And, ooh, takes a good pot shot, unable to connect. ZywOo, Zorp heard. How's he going to be committing through this?
And ZywOo has been looking sharp. He's had some nice moments as well. Crispy Deegs.
God, look at the kill spread right now, yeah.
His entries up Banana were great as well. He just surged up and took those fights clinical. But again, another gamble stack, and ZywOo, if he just gets smoked off, mollied out, this was one of the scenarios where he just might have to be looking down the barrel of a save again. I think one of the positives for Vitality going into this one, still no defuse kit. ZywOo?
Gets it through the smoke, dips it back. Now that's going to start to make a move. I'm going down on B.
Well, the positive I was talking about is the util they've held onto, Alex. Smokes, mollies, flashes. This retake may manifest, but again, no kit.
Just like you've been practicing in your scrims. 5-man retake of B. And ZywOo's got another one. The only man here, and he's still kicking, still fragging. Takes down Fame. Flames down. Electronic cut to half HP. And James doing well to completely minimize the push from Banana.
The orbs just going off.
Norbert a nice tap on the smoke, and it is orb on orb. ZywOo with 2, James with 3, and take a look at James as well. 17 and 5. That's a KD for you.
Well, that round was all about the orbs. I can't believe ZywOo gets 2 kills. The first one was insane. If you think about that round from ZywOo, he's aggressive Banana at the start. A molly lands behind him. He still goes forward for a flick and a fight. Then he runs through the flames, takes about 60 damage, smokes it off, has to dip back. They execute, comes through coffins, gets a kill. CT, another frag, and you think, okay, this retake can be on, but then James, his time on the AWP, lights it up and shuts it down, and what could have been Vitality with another save and potentially another buy off the back of it will still be a buy, Alex. Just with one omission, Mezzy with a poor little pea shooter, the MP9. Oh, a bit more of a standard start, not a gamble. Not a 4-1 split.
Ouch. That's a lot of damage there. 1 HE, about 70 damage, and Norbert hit down Spinks right early doors.
Yeah, I think he tried to peek through window room.
Okay, well, looking for info. He gets more than he bargained for.
It is good to see Spinks coming from some of these plays. We discussed it over there on Mirage, but right now he's sitting at 4 and 10. So, you know, this is one of the things. People could be critical of him not being active enough. Right now, maybe too active. That's the problem. You're doomed if you do, you're doomed if you don't. And what does that mean? Well, maybe we're seeing why VP picked this map back before the season ended. You just putt this one in, Alex.
Oh, yeah.
Diligent stuff from VP, making sure they're not just going to run on in, using all the util. The flashes are great for the scaling. Fame across the pool, electronic surging, the backside cleared, bomb to go down. Will there be a hunt? That is the next question, because the round is all but secure for VP. We'll call that 11 on the nose. And yet to drop a round in this second half of play, looking to lock in 6 consecutive rounds after this one. And they felt like they were having a really tough time with on that CT side. Vitality more so.
Ooh, ZywOo couldn't track it. Roles reverse now as the T's are trying to get into the site on A. And it looks like ZywOo's AWP is no more, nor is Apex. Good farm. They were trying to bring through a very comprehensive buy into round 19, but denied.
It still will be possible for them to all get rifles, and understandably so they're going to burn their third timeout. Mezzy can drop one, Flames are the same, Apex and Spinks are already in positions where they could get rifles, so realistically it's just ZywOo who needs a gun. But it's all about the opening approach to the rounds. What do they want to fight for? Because to start off in the patch, they had a couple of rounds that were 4-1s, and they were dominated in different fashions, right? You think about the way that it happened to VP when they were on the CT side. Zywoo came up and he hit crackers of shots. Flames did the same with the Deagle, right? They were able to entry in that way, but in the scenarios we've seen, it's been executes and then they've just been smoked off of behind the smoke walls, and it's been tough for them to be able to respond. It hasn't just been an opener out of nowhere. So these teams have had different approaches. This was the opening kill from Norbert onto Spinks, going looking. A little adjustment there from Norbert, and a good finish on the Hunt as well. We do have Dust 2 as the third and deciding map. Just 2 more rounds for VP to take us there. Last timeout, last conversation, and potentially last frustrations for Vitality. What is the change-up going to be? You need to win an early exchange. You need to hold on to a little bit of real estate. Right now, you're chasing VP around the map.
I feel like if James did design a Counter-Strike map, it would look like Inferno.
So threatening. Look at all the room they have early in this round.
Punishing this is
So
very
much pressure.
proactive. Spinks just about gets himself out of dodge. Electronic's going to try and punish this absence. Flash necessary. Surely Electronic anticipating this. Yeah, he's already dipped back. Now they swing through. Spinks good for it. An important duel won by Spinks. Can Vitality win a CT round with a man advantage?
Oh, this could be huge. This could be a massive
Apex
gap.
is thinking about it. Okay, got a bit scary there. Slow on the trigger. Still takes down Fame. James still alive though, and I'm not ready to write him out of this one. Just like that, Zywoo's gone. If only he'd have saved his AWP. Would have been a different state of affairs. Instead, now Arch Smoke. James swaps to the AK-47. He can pincer into Spinks. Apex Library, re-peek, and ooh, info. Uses his element of surprise as Norbert's Molotov on
one man on the side.
Clears him out. It's only Spinks now, and it's just too easy for them. VP turning it on. It was everything Vitality needed. Opening kills, an advantage squandered. Apex gives it a go. Flip 2 prepared, ready to convert. And a 12 for VP. Vitality, their map pick, and it is disintegrating before our very eyes.
It could just be a spotless T-half from VP.
It seems that way, right?
Yeah, just one more round required now. And the way that they pieced that one together, the fact that they were lingering, flirting with that arch side with multiple bodies, it gets you wondering if you're Vitality, hey, are they actually trying to pivot back and split towards B? A good utility usage over towards Pit. Able to deal with the anchor, waltz out. Spinks then completely isolated because Apex is having to worry about that arch side for so long. And Flamesy, all he can hold on to is an MP9. So this is really nicely put together from VP with a first half that did look like it had its struggles, but apparently the James multi-kill rounds is more than enough. Quite a few players for Vitality just haven't been showing up in the fragging department in this one, Spinks and Apex notably, but Flamesy and Mezzy, don't think we can really excuse them from the conversation. Zywoo, 18, but nobody else even in double digits.
That's mad. He could crack 20 before anyone else breaks 10. And that's if they even get a frag into this 20th round. Can the VP boys take this T side spotless? 7 on the run. And in pursuit of 8, the opening kill goes their way as well. Flames down and out. Zywoo is going to hit one. Expecting the trade. Scared of him. Understandably so. They want the util, they want the flashes, they want to do this properly, but it doesn't even matter. He still hits the shot.
Boxed in.
Okay, Electronic has put him down.
Insane.
And Zywoo does hit 20. But will the boys from Vitality hit 8? That's for Apex to decide. He is about to have all 3 walking on in. Mezzy and Spinks dragging their heels. Apex covered and executed by Norbert. Hits the spray, takes him down. And ladies and gentlemen, unless Spinks and Mezzy can pull this one off, it is going to be an 8 straight run to our 3rd map from VP.
Oh, another CT smoke.
Norbert's got the weapon for the job. A comfortable hit onto Mezzy, and now only Spinks. Quiet one from Spinks here on Inferno. He's got 11 bullets and 2 to find. Electronics found a nice little corner behind the smoke. Time against him. Bullets absent. He's just going to throw a smoke on the bomb and pray. James denies. 8.
On now as we do quickly head over towards the B bomb site. No utility to block. Apex has nade and flashes. They investigate top mid, nothing out long early. The penny should drop that this is going to be a B play. Electronic lining up some nades, likely smoke to the door, and here they come.
Flames needs help. He would have loved a headshot. Now he's blind in a Molotov. He gets one. That? He gets one. He Norberts Norbert. What's up against him? Flit's been holding this angle for this exact push and perfectly executed for the first. Never mind the second. Zywoo's gone. Spinks, he's late to the party. He will only get the one that Flit concedes. But this is all Rover, Red Rover, and Spinks acknowledges it. He'd rather keep the Kev.
Flawless on pistol still, VP. This is beautiful work from them as far as the starting rounds are concerned.
Oh, but they're a coin toss, Chad.
I guess they have a two-headed coin.
Loaded coin.
That just keeps working for them. Vitality, I do believe, won the knife and opted to start here on the CT side of map number 3, so that's something else that we need to give the information on, as well, you've highlighted this is the second quarterfinal, the first G2 versus Spirit going in the favor of G-New with Snacks and Malbs on debut at this tournament. And, well, the winner of this will take on G2 in the semi-finals tomorrow.
It is funny that the team with the highest rated pistol player, and correct me if I'm wrong there, I'm not a wizard with the technology to check that, but I know he was at the top of the list for a long time, was Zywoo, have yet to win one.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I haven't been keeping up with the pistol statistics as far as...
You not got that set as your homepage,
right,
bro?
Sorry?
You not got that set as your homepage, though?
No,
rankings?
I've been more of an eye test Andy than a statistical Steven lately, so you know, I've just been trying to... Oof.
Hello, there he's out. That's a gift for the boys on VP, already having long control.
Yeah, it is nice to get yourself the blue bin early. So Zywoo's scout has been noted, and this can still be difficult for teams to get past with the scout. So you are, at some point, going to do the long cross smoke. They're parking the bus and waiting for a Vitality aggression across the map. Do they push lower? Do they try and aggro out short? Always upper dark is the option. Now, do you want to try and bait any nades? That's another question, as Norbert will throw out the first of what could be many. There's still 2 more remaining. Car molly possible. But if you take too many tags, that's where you can have issues. Now, the fact that they've been able to chip Zywoo down to 48, he still has to stay aggressive, right? He can't just shy away, because if they do just long cross, it's pointless, right? He's just going to get stuck in the site and run on down. Reposition lets his team know that, hey, they aren't really springing into action towards long. Mezzy, a great time to block, and Electronic has to take down Zywoo. So do you pivot back to long?
They're going up short. Mezzy, some hard shots to hit, but he knows he's been tagged with a scout, but he can only see his head. Apex caught out by
jumping
the flying
up
Flit.
Again.
Classic. Flit knows something we don't about the jumping accuracy of the UMP.
Well, this has been fantastic for VP, not only with the pistols, but it's been the conversions throughout. There was only one time, I think, that we've seen Vitality take the eco and then go for the buy. I think the rest of the time it's been forces into the second. So this should almost guarantee the 3rd round for VP. And it is a luxury to be able to start halves like this. The second map not so close. Look at him just keep on dancing with him. It's going to be some slight frustrations, I'm sure. Spinks to find on the Deagle, his position now noted. And you've got coming through the tunnels that of James. So run if you wish, Spinks, but your backside is going to be open.
Now. Got there.
I gave him a chance.
Got there.
And that's fair.
That's all you need.
If you're not looking at me, I'll give you a chance to turn around, but we'll still rip things away. Okay, Vitality.
Ooh, looks like we've got a Virtus Pro fan section. It's grown over the course of this best of 3.
Oh. Made it stylish too, didn't he, Electronic?
Bloody hell. Did not let go of mouse 1 or W.
Why would you?
Yeah. So I was smiling, and I wouldn't be smiling if this one goes wrong for VP. There's just absolutely no way that these stack nades get the kill.
I do love the double nades long.
Strong,
I think it's, yeah, obviously we'll get into the talk about the double mollies, or do you do the smoke and just do the blue bin molly, then wait on the corner with the flashes. There's plenty of ways to try and take that long control. I think for me, one of the biggest qualms on this map is when so much of it can be determined by spawns. I'm sure a lot of people at home know when they play a pug, they're like, and this is even, you know, people who are playing more decently high-level pugs, you're still going to hear a lot of the time, well, let's just play spawns. In a team, you're, well, I want to say less likely to do that. You're not going to do that, right? But it is so important to use that CT best long spawn to try and get that molly in towards the hut to stall it out. Now, like I said, multiple ways to do it. It's the same on the T side. If you don't get long spawns, and you know, maybe one guy just gets it and the people aren't close enough to go for the extinguish, the corner smoke, the right flashes, it can limit the playbook. And again, I know there's plenty of options. You can default, take your mid control, but to not have that in your arsenal, it sucks. It's definitely a strong weapon on a map like Dust 2.
Yeah, and the A site can feel very tight if you don't have that info for the CTs.
I do like, obviously, this change. Now you have to drop down into Suicide to take that fight. It gives the CTs options to play. I think you need to be playing in towards lower dark if you have the option, right? Throw that smoke off the wall, use it to go in. And even if you just throw a nade, right, you're still going to force the Ts to take longer to clear that out. We see the molly come in from top mid, the flash from dark as well, that combination. This is going to be a later long pop, so they're going to let the utility hit. Now the flashes come. Now Electronic out, but caught. Trades from Norbert. That is beautiful work.
How's he got on both there? I mean, great supporting flashes from Jane, but Norbert just bravely delivers a double.
You see the opening they went for, blue bin molly, doors smoke, and then as you know they're in the open trying to transition or guard that, the flashes come over, so just a later control. Apex now down.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm just apologizing to Apex. I'm sorry that happened. I'm sorry about that.
And this should be the round.
Yeah. You know, I didn't say it on microphone because I'm a wimp.
Okay, all right.
Diaries
of a wimpy machine.
Yeah, I did say to you quietly under my breath. I promise. I think VP are going to stomp here.
Yeah, you did say it was going to be a blowout.
You can confirm?
Yeah, I can confirm.
Okay, good. Just feels like Dust 2 and the players they have and the in-game leader they have, it's just a brilliant map for them. It's always been good for them. You know, changing all of their players at this point, essentially.
I think Matsu might throw in the towel. He won't come to work for the rest of the event if Zawu does only, you know, walk away from this map with 5 kills after having a fantastic level of impact on maps 1 and 2.
Well, he was sitting down before. Maybe he's just going to be lying down.
He just segments lying down.
Yeah, and Trace is going to be sitting there with his notebook saying, how does that make you feel?
But the disappointing part about this, everybody, is you guys don't get the joy that we do. But maybe one day we might be able to put the camera in the green room while Yanko watches G2 take on Matsu watching Vitality.
Oh,
and it's great because every round someone's melting down.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think we would have to we'd put a 15-second delay and I could do the beat button.
Okay, so you've got the big red button just in case it doesn't go out to air.
Yeah, so I can just...
Could be all right. Yeah, make sure you're controlling it.
Yeah. Thank you. This is the Norbert double. Yeah, lovely little transfer. Hard to the left is Galil. He knows his Galil well.
And if you're Electronic, you will gladly sacrifice your life in that situation for those type of trades. So beautiful work.
Ooh, a late one. So he's just holding for aggression initially, then peeks through. Just a easy investment here. I fear for Mezzi in this one. Does look like they're targeting him. Nade reveals his close position car side. Apex going to wait for Mezzi's call, and they turn that flash too comfortably. Here they come. What's Mezzi got here? Just a CZ in support of him. He is in trouble, and yeah, just like that. Perfect free aims from Fame. We've seen it. We saw it towards that short exchange. He knows his angles. He knows when his opponent will be exposed. And just like that, another round that's just a completely untouchable one for Vitality. Starting to forget what winning a CT round feels like after that Inferno.
Oh, damn straight, yeah. What was that, 8 consecutive rounds in a row?
Add on them. You're up to some maths.
13.
It's good.
You're on to some maths.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there you are, yeah. And also, I think the Trace was doing the were you paying attention, and he said how many rounds were played, and the answer that was given was 21.
Listen, me and Trace, okay, we were.
Trace was right. It was only 20. It was a 13-7 scoreline,
right, yeah.
not 13-8.
So me and Mathieu, yeah, we were at the same class at school, you know. We didn't get the different sciences.
You didn't win a Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah, we were on the combined jobby. The smart kids got chemistry, biology.
Smart kids at my school got to make Lego. I was in the class for like 2 days, and then like the robotic Lego.
Wait, so you failed Lego class?
No. It was like, hold on. Anyway, back to Counter-Strike.
Counter-Strike.
The one thing I pretend to know. All right, well, Vitality taking what is known as a tactical timeout. I'm just going to leave it there.
I was just taking a tactical timeout of my own. Sorry about that. My finger slipped.
Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
We're having another strong coffee.
Well,
5 PM.
look, the score. Yeah, don't look at the time. The fact that it is a 5-0 scoreline, we haven't really had too many opportunities with the pistol. Again, that's the story that really needs to be running home for Vitality at the moment, but it doesn't matter now. The rifle's out. This is where we need to see the impact. They can't get caught off guard out long. They need to be able to lock the territory down. So what type of a player are they going for? Is it going to be standard again?
Flames has got the long spawn.
All right, well, he should be. Let's see. Do they go for double molly in this case, right? Do they go molly doors, molly blue bin? Well, they're actually starting 3 over towards B/middle.
They whiffed the mid molly, jumping instead for the information as to any aggressions. It's just Saiwu going to slowly, methodically try and peek around that smoke they threw for the cross. Those taps weren't far off the mark. Saiwu cautious, ready to stand. Oof, doesn't deliver. Spinks in support of him. And Jamie, he loves to occupy towards Xbox. He can just control the rotations from there. Flit, considering a mantle up. Ooh, Electronic has had his bell rung. Aggression on shore. Apex will profit from the initial damage. This is what Vitality were looking for. Flit goes down to the AWP. Apex keeps short on lock. And he's actually pieced out. Ahead of the molly is Fame. There's a window where Spinks overlooks this. He's not in the perfect timing, and now he's got 2 targets on his screen. So a combination of Apex and Spinks has netted them a double.
Another kill where Norbert's just looking the wrong way. So Flamesy staying in that pit anchor position. Now it's just Jamie in a 1-on-5 situation. And I think we all know what that means. We'll see you in about 45 seconds. So we'll just take this moment to have a couple of deep breaths, shall we? Don't pick up your phone. Don't open another browser. Stay present in this moment. Only 20 more seconds. Thank you for joining us for the first installment of Mindfulness with Jame. This will be available on mixtape, CD, and MP3.
No mini disc?
No mini disc. Didn't quite make the cut, but we will be doing prints onto the vinyl.
Of course.
That's kind of the special edition. But first round for Vitality as far as the serious business is concerned, and that was a bit more of a slower round from VP, less direct. We've seen them go out long, see them with the B execute this time around, really wanting to surge forward and park Jame, as you mentioned. Once he gets that AWP in towards the mid doors to control those rotations, it's great to have the AWP hit that shot. And it's something that you need to keep in mind on the CT side. The way that they clamped down on it, they're great. They didn't allow that to manifest in the round. They didn't get short control. They can't try and pull you between CT and those rotations to walk into the AWP. But you need to keep a flash, maybe a HE or a smoke late to aid you with that cross if they do get to fortify those positions. So we'll see how that plays into the remainder of this half as we turn our attention to round number 7, VP, with Zoma, the coach, having their opportunity to have a chit-chat.
Oh, it's dreamy for Vitality here. Mezzi with the best spawn for B. Flames for long.
And no long spawns for VP, so they can't even go and contend with that if they would like. And this is where you see a lot of teams doing what we see VP going with now, right? Multiple members, 2 to 3 through tunnels. There's Electronic getting off too. He headed over with the lands, but now he's backing off completely. I'm going to pick up some extra util. They will start to control through lower dark. She's doing it short. Yeah, the fact that they're doing it without any util as well, they're not flashing for the short peak, they're not worried about the boost. They've kept this very silent, Alex.
Yeah, and they've got a wealth of utility for their finish. Up short with that many nades. And with the pickups, they've only really got one missing flashbang. Zangu holding this angle with conviction. Could be exposed by a double swing, or he actually goes searching into Jame. Big one on AWP. Jame yet to die, delivers a big one. Apex hiding in plain sight, hoping to be overlooked as he does re-emerge. He eats a flash, Flames force him wide, does well to find one. Mezzi has caught Norbert mid, will allow and facilitate a bit of an active short search. Get out of his way. Fame gets the bomb in. Flit to 10 too short. Actually, Mezzi going to go all the way around the world towards the long side. Electronic already occupying more deeper into the site.
Very tough retake, this one.
Oh, I mean, beyond, I think, what they're capable of here. Mezzi, Spinks, not in a comfortable position to go for this whatsoever. Might have a look. Fame's safe from the angle. Flash hits, but what are you going to do?
Oh, they are? Oh, yeah, just feeling it out, the fishing rod in the water. It's always good in these situations to hang around just in case someone oversteps, but you get yourself boxed in. Flit, an impactful round. Looking to see if he can make it one more before they exit, and he will do. So removing that rifle of Mezzi, that's going to be a bit of a sore spot, but plenty of cash available for Vitality to go for a buy. That's only going to really have flow-on effects further down the page, but they lose a round and they bounce back immediately. 6 already for VP on this T-Hall.
VP.
What, losing one of the last 15 rounds?
For real.
Momentum shifter.
They're making a strong case to be crushing Vitality's key at the conclusion of Dust 2. James feeling himself. Goes for a peek. The util's good enough. The incendiary flash dissuade him sticking around. He started 3 long there. They're going to have to pivot quickly. There's the space. Look at James. He seems to have a very good idea as to what's up. He knows he's got room. Even anticipating that close corner will slide through for the clear. Interesting. The bomb's outside B, but they want to make sure. Bezzy's in so much trouble. Ooh, gets away from it. No, Apex with all the util. An incendiary smoke squandered on a wide swing.
Yeah, Mezzi had gotten away. I don't know if he was just looking to try and find that opener, but he'd already done the protection job.
Ooh, Spinks had a nil angle there, but Flit's now out and ready. Good awareness from Flit, but Spinks has done a huge amount of work. Takes them both down. B-site is lost, though. Both Mezzi and Apex fell. They're not far off on his smoke spam either. Norbert running in towards Zywoo's location. Here's him towards the CT side. It's only Spinks close by. Bomb being escorted in now by Fame.
They're waiting for Norbert to come maybe molly window. Yeah, they will. So they're being very safe about this. Norbert even has an extra.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that nade, let it rip.
Good HE, not good HE.
Oh.
See, Daisy, that could have been a difference maker. Now you've got a real tough one. A difficult site to piece together the retake. Norbert is an integral component of this, though. He can't afford to go down first. Fame very low. Electronic on bricks. Flames. He's done a lot of work there, but Norbert can come up clutch. One more required. The elevated angle overlooked. It's Flames with the triple kill, and Vitality will recover. A necessary CT round at this point.
I'm about to sing the praises of VP. Like Norbert could have stayed towards middle and lurked, but had the util came over, sure, the molly misses, but he uses the smoke. He makes sure it's deep, doesn't actually rescind through the doors to give them a way back in. This was that initial exchange that could have gone either way, and then Apex offers himself up. Sure, that molly doesn't land. It's still crazy to me that they're able to just get back into that site. You feel that they should have been ready for this. The molly back platform, so they're aware nobody's home, and that's the type of round that you're talking about how difficult it is to retake. That's why I'm surprised to see them be able to crack in. Only one player staying alive. AWP for Zywoo, rifles to be purchased, timeout with the discussion. They need to really start whirring into action here, Vitality. Anything that VP throws on top is going to give them more than the half lead. Zywoo with the long spawn, he can just find himself heading to the corner, looking straight for the fight on the AWP. You're going to see Flamesy operating with a short boost for Spinks, so a different variation of the CT setup. He buys the time after the boost. Now Flamesy can come and take the long control, and that now allows Zywoo to float around with the AWP playing over towards Car. Can even go and assist over towards middle if there's pressure is felt. It was actually Apex boosted up short, not Spinks, excuse me.
He's done well there, Fame. Costs him a smoke and a flash, but he gets himself out of dodge.
Oh, through the mid doors.
Yeah, Flick gone. That's a big scalp to take from Zywoo's AWP.
It's a lot of info. Hard to justify running through this. Electronic lining up a bit of something. Keeps the pressure towards A.
Apex locks the door.
50 seconds left. Still decent amount of utility for an execute for VP.
It really is going to hinge on Apex. Zywoo's not going to be able to contribute, nor is Flames. It's just one man Trying to lock down this short push, and he's just exhausted all of his defensive utility. I say that, actually, tell a lie. He's got himself an incendiary and a HE. So with 30 seconds left, that will buy you a little additional 6. Or so. And they're off. Placed HE, dropping into Zywoo's position. Missed shot on the first. Apex contributing heavily, looking good for Vitality on the cross. The AWP, the perfect weapon. And Zywoo down to James. 10 seconds for him to piece together a plan. It seems improbable, but not impossible. Hits the shot, but he's getting run down. Can they stop him? Punish the plant. Too scared. Caged is Spinks. Caught out, though, is James. Gives it a good go. A smile on his face. He felt like he had something there.
A really good utility usage from Apex. I think the timing on the smoke was great, right? You see the bridge smoke come out, and he doesn't immediately just panic and just throw it in. Waits a moment, then he drops it, buys them extra time. I think it's 5 and a bit seconds for the CT incendiary these days. But regardless, that helps to stall it out. It allows Zywoo to get over, play the game help position, even get a kill. So really good work from Apex there. Just a 3-round game now. Still money. He's getting out a couple of rifles, I think. Second tactical timeout now for Virtus Pro. I can see one already purchased well and truly into the hands of Flit. I'll fly over and take a look at the T-spawns and see what we might be working with during this tactical timeout. Now, Norbert and Electronic do have themselves pretty decent spawns to try and really shift this one up a gear. An AWP has been made possible by the extra cash from Flit, so Jem will be able to wield his weapon of choice. It looks like Norbert is lining up the Insta from spawn long corner smoke, so we might see them take this change. Now, on the other side, we need to take a look at... Oh, okay, Flames didn't have the best spawn for long. It's going to be a bit more of a compromised long control round this time from Vitality.
Thinks twice about it, does Norbert.
Yeah, but so do the CTs. They don't know if anybody's out.
That's an advantage. The bomb was dropped B-side, so I think there's just a bit of a wicked game VP are playing. So they're acting or feeling like they've lost long. Then you see a mid-door smoke. You're going to be worried about short. Unfortunately, Flames will be there. Confirm that no one's home. Zywoo even clearing out that mid-smoke to say it's very quiet. Steps towards under, just the one. It's Flit, audible.
So this lack of information goes both ways. VP unaware that they didn't completely secure that long control.
Poor Mezzy. Asking a lot of him. Oh, Vitality. All 5 members of VP going to lurk smoke out. Zywoo, well-placed incendiary.
Not going to buy them long, and I think they might want to go as this starts to fade anyway. Get James to throw the door smoke, the flash, and either the molly in the site or back plat.
This is a big round for Mezzy. If he can deliver, this puts Vitality back in control of this quarterfinal, or at least competitive in this quarterfinal. Zywoo with the distraction. Only the one from Mezzy before he's brought down. The site now lost. Bomb scooped. Spinks is quick on the flank. Flit dismounts. It's a hard clear. How ready Spinks for this? Not prepared enough. Chipped away at his fame. Flames force him wide and should go down. Should being the operative word. It's James to close it out. Flames nearly did it again. On
Got
that
damn tight again, didn't it? Flamesy through window once more, almost laying down the law, but VP will extend now a gap of 4 rounds. Guaranteed themselves the half victory with 7. And not looking hot to trot with the money. I think it's going to be 2 forced by rounds back-to-back for Team Vitality to close out the half.
Oh, maybe a touch of aggression. That's what James has been pre-aiming this whole time. So much info and a kill.
I saw the second. You could definitely see his mouth moving.
They were nades, but he's got an MP9, has Zywoo. Still does well to find the one. Couldn't find them, couldn't track them from the smoke. Oh, and Apex, a free frag for Electronic. An 8th round and the easiest one yet for VP.
Had to be like that for Vitality considering, right? All right, guys, we're going to crunch into dark. 2 from upper, 2 from lower, a bit of a classic. But James, the fact he even gets a kill there, that's huge. And then he also has the information, so they're more than ready. It's going to have to be another buy that resembles more of the same. Looks like we can get 1 M4 out for Zywoo, who only 7 kills right now, but this was the whole conversation coming to map 3. He's had a fantastic series. But it's all the vitality that are being snuffed, right? This isn't the back and forth nature. We had a bit more patchy halves earlier on. It was just the second half of Inferno where the tide completely changed. Not a single round on the CT side for Vitality, and now only 3. Can they make it 4 with this cobbled together purchase? It doesn't look good.
Flip making a move. So we're ahead of it. This is a corner Flip knows to pre-aim. And it still goes down. Zywoo does very well. Spinks then activates for another. 2 good kills for the CT side. Jane walking up. Molly CT, so it's only Spinks and Mezzy here. Spinks, if he gets another one, that's huge, but unable to provide. And now they know they've got Mr. Merriman isolated on B. Good spam from Zywoo, still contributing despite the smoke on CT. Flames taking some risk, get some info for the rifle. Jame and Jame looking for Mezzy. He's hidden out of plain sight, forced into the fight, but still gets it onto Jame. And down they go. A fourth. Been
an arduous best of 3, about 3.5 hours deep. Started at 2:30 local. Knocking on the door of 6 p.m. Flash at the ready for any mid-aggress. See, this is a pistol that can be quite dynamic depending on how the CTs decide to open. Electronic kit and flashes. Norbert, first bullet. Zywoo dead and down.
Job's a good one. Nothing from Zywoo into this pistol, so now it's hard mode. Flames has a P250. Electronic is in a position to get any info through mid. They've started 3B. And understandably, when you've got Norbert hitting shots like that. This is going to be tough now for Vitality. Flames doesn't hit his first opportunity, baiting in Flit nicely. The util through, the rundown. He's just about across the line for Fame. He's hitting every shot he takes, as it's going to be nothing. Absolutely zilch. Nada for Vitality on this pistol.
That's probably the one that's been the blowout the most over the course of this series. 3 maps, 6 pistols, all going in the favor of Virtus Pro. Crazy from Flit. That's the range that the Glock wants to find you at. The flash facilitating these fights. You can see it in the feed. 3 flash assists and getting fired up. A handful of rounds away now, Virtus Pro, from locking in a semi-final showing against G2 with Snacks and Malbs in the roster. A massive victory for them late last night against Spirit. Nico putting on a bit of a masterclass. Hunter with huge impact. Snacks as the in-game leader, and the Apex Scout removed. It's getting desperate out there, Alex.
Oh, most definitely. I think that play from Apex is a perfect summary of that. He's hitting shots, but only the 1 kill to boast as the 10th round already reached. You can see, I think I might even describe that as a slight smile on the face of the VP coach. That's how good things are cooking over there. And after losing Mirage, I mean, don't forget, it feels like an age ago, but VP weren't too far off, taking this in 2.
Yeah, 42 rounds. 22-20 was the scoreline. Just having to remind ourselves, we almost went quad OT. Oh, look at this, Electronic. I think he's done with today's game.
Yeah, he's got to go put dinner plans, and gosh, the Scout's connected from Jame. Making good use of that weapon. It's Jame again. Oh, Vitality, they have got no hope here. T-side. And already their rifle round cut short. Spinks has found a little gap. Famous tends to it. Oh. Can't get anything going. Nothing here for Vitality other than elimination.
They've disappeared in the last 3 halves of Counter-Strike. Just reminding everybody, Inferno, the scoreline was 13-7, sure, but they did all of their work as far as those 7 rounds were concerned within the first half of play. On the CT side, did not win a single round here. They were kept at bay, humbled. Only able to post 4 on their on their CT haul, and now the scoreline 11-4, just 2 more rounds. They're force buying in, they're swinging on their own. This is completely fallen apart for Vitality. This is not the start to the season that they were hoping for.
Yeah, far from it. What does that tell you?
Well, I don't know. He's always frustrated, so...
He's living on a hope and a prayer, Chad. How kind. Flash. Ooh, and dip. Picks himself up the smoke.
Need that support when you're the only B player, I'm sure.
They've got everything covered here. This is just VP's playground. And eyes turn to ZywOo. Can he be the difference maker? Humbled here in the third map.
Look at the amount of nades that Flit has. You're about to be blocked.
Yeah, they know what's up. They know what's coming. Flit couldn't get to Goose in time, but it doesn't matter. Coin transition, they still control it. Hits the spray, nade on the face, Vitality. Walking wounded, Flames practically a ghost. What's he supposed to do? Spinks as well, his days are numbered. And Flames, can he get anything with this low HP? The answer is a resounding no. Warm up the hydraulic press. Vitality's key is coming. Tout sweet en français.
One of the questions after map one, after that meltdown of a round between Electronic and James to lose map one, was what was going to happen with the team. Were they going to tilt? Were they going to fall off the face of the earth? Well, no, they pulled things back in a big way. Statement on Vitality's map choice of Inferno. And now on Dust 2, about to lock things down.
It's Flit's turn to have some fun up mid. They're testing long. Is this really, are they putting all their eggs into this basket? Out long charging. Legends watching. And we've got a ZywOo double to start us off. That's a little summit. Tag back, James in trouble. Wallbang does not connect.
I've got Mouse versus Furia up next. Makes sense to have the man in the building. See if Furia can find themselves on nuke again today, but we'll see if VP can pull themselves out in a 3v5 situation, make it 2v5. Apex Scout rings true. Electronic down. Now just James and Norbert, the two of them, to rip the hearts out of Vitality and stomp on it.
And Norbert trying to put a donk on it instead. Melzy gets himself a lovely, comfortable frag.
First round of Counter-Strike in a while for Vitality.
Yeah, but it's not so easy to replicate, is it?
This would be some comeback.
Yeah. You're living in a fantasy there.
Apex, you can tell. Hey, look, boys, we should be winning this one, right? Let's just get stuck in. Let's take this AWP away. Don't let him save this. Let's put that in the hands of ZywOo. Got himself a scout kill within this round. Completely pinned in is James, and he'll get shot in the back by Flames. The AWP will be picked up. That'll be thrown across going into the next. But we've had 79 rounds of Counter-Strike across the 3 maps so far. Let's see how many more we have. This would take Vitality digging extremely deep, and that right there is flashy from ZywOo.
Yeah.
He's had impact in what feels like every single round they've won. I know it's not a lot of rounds in this map, but ZywOo's felt like he's had a kill or more in the type of rounds they've converted. Does get this AWP out, but James still got his. Win this one, Vitality, and you can break the money, and that.
He's on. He's here. Can Mezzy get out long? It could have gone so wrong. Flames an important trade, albeit.
They're going to revive this, Alex.
Oh, they're coming. Where's the flashbang? Nothing. They're going to just have to play around this smoke. Spinks and Flames, are they boosting? Coming around. They did boost over the smoke. We need some frags from Spinks. How has he done that? Flick gets them both. Spams away. Fame pulling their crosshairs away.
They're responding. They're into James. He's legged.
Yeah, you're right. ZywOo knows he put him on low HP. Well, perhaps assume...
ZywOo 1v4 for the game.
Okay. It has to be ZywOo. Pushing on in. James holding the angle. One pull of the trigger could do it. He has the Tech 9, knows he anticipates he's low HP, isolates the first, but still hits the leg shot. Electronic's going to look to finish this. And there it is! VIRTUS